This is the Mancow Morning Show podcast. Listen to the show live weekday mornings 5:30 to 9:30 on 97.9. The Loop.
Mancow.
How's your Monday?
Excruciatingly awful.
Mancow.
Forget it, I quit.
I'm the Mancow 533 right now at the Loop.
Malfunction.
You survived the weekend. You didn't overdose. You didn't drink and drive and wreck.
It's little.
You didn't die of natural causes. Maybe you're dead and this isn't heaven. I don't know. Hello. It's Monday.
I don't understand these people.
It doesn't have to suck. I mean, it probably will, but it doesn't have to.
I say, pay attention.
I'm going to use this one, need a...
And what if there's a big storm?
Remember to warm up.
We'll repair it. That way you can keep the roof over your head.
Yep.
Pirate Roofing, we're number 1.
You might recognize this song as performed by Jefferson Airplane in a little documentary called Give Me Shelter about the Rolling Stones and their nightmare at Altamont.
And now it's time for the Mancow Mystery Movie.
When the truth is found to be light, and all the joy within you died.
Think you know the answer? Call the cow now at 312-591-ROCK or 591-ROLL. That's 312-591-ROCK or 591-ROLL. The Mancow Mystery Movie.
By the way, you might want to put on a bathing suit, because you'll be channel surfing in no time.
Better than East German heroin and just as illegal. The Mancow on 97.9.
From morning till the sun goes down, you would swear some dead thing's burning in the land of heaps of garbage. It'll set your stomach turning, where the women and men are fat as pigs and there's mullets to be counting, where nothing compares to the foul air at the Joliet Big Trash Mountain.
Hello?
Hi, hello?
I can't. Hello? I'm trying to get Tony.
Yeah, this is Tony. Hold on one second. Let me turn on my TV. Yeah, this is Tony.
Okay, Tony.
Yeah.
Okay, it says Mr. Tony. Or maybe I got the wrong number.
Well, Antoinette. My name is Antoinette. People call me Tony. His name is Tony as well. We both go by Tony, but whatever. What's up? Who's this?
My name is Daryl. I'm calling from Fun City Travel Agency.
Okay.
Okay, and he's going out of town on Memorial Weekend. I'm not quite sure if he wanted to partake in some other activities that were going on, but there's been two activities that have actually been added for the weekend. They're a little extra. You know, this is an all-inclusive resort, but I wanted to see if he wanted to partake in it. Can I give you the names of the new excursions that have been added?
Yeah, I'll put those down and ask him if he's interested. You can just give it to me.
Okay. He's let's see. There is a dinner, which is $100, and we also have Freaky.
Oh no.
Yeah, dinner, and then there's Freaky Friday Bonfire Beach Party.
What the is a dinner?
Ma'am, I have no idea. I'm assuming they're having
love
dinner.
Toys there, yes.
So there, I don't know.
Lotions and potions and marital aids.
That's some bullshit.
Yes, it is some BS.
I know my mom worries about me. She's afraid I'll do too much too soon and with the wrong boy. That's why she got me this. First, I was a little nervous.
Yeah, sure.
But when Mom showed me how to use it, I knew boys could wait.
You never listen to me. You hear what you want to hear.
Yeah, I'll have a beer.
The Mancow on 97.9. The Loop.
Hello, Clayton.
How you doing, Mancow? Love your show. Love the crew.
Thank you, man. Did you have a nice weekend?
I had a fantastic weekend, my man. How about yourself?
I did. I had lots of drinking. Not at this point. At this point, how pathetic. I mean, honestly, that I would even say that. What kind of a loser says that? You say that when you're not even drinking age, right? There was a kegger. We went out in the woods and drank over at the Forest Preserve. I always think, what a loser. And there I am just saying, well, I drank. I had lots of drinks, went lots of places, saw lots of people. I had a great time. Yes, sir.
We had a mirrored image weekend, my man.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to cut loose sometimes. Shake off some of the tension of this modern world. I get it, but God, I don't know that that's something to be proud of. I can drink. Really, any loser can go out and drink, but I did.
Sit in your basement.
Yeah, killing things. I used to do that. So what's up, man? You're calling for the mystery movie?
Yeah, I believe the movie is Batman Forever. That's Jim Carrey.
Yeah, no, you're very perceptive, and I can see and hear why you would say that, but it's not right, man.
It's the Mancow Morning Show podcast, so no prizes for you. Listen live for the free stuff. Weekday mornings 5:30 to 9:30 on Chicago's classic rock station, 97.9 The Loop. Mancow on 97.9 The Loop.
El Chapo is back in prison, and this time he's not allowed to have any conjugal visits with his wife. Yeah, told his lawyer, great, now they won't let me near any tunnels. And I thought, how are we doing? Everybody good?
Star Wars is still hanging in there. A big shock. 50 Shades of Black is not a big hit, Al.
No, we're going to be eating 50 Shades of Black cake this morning because they brought us over.
Right.
What are we talking about?
50 Shades of Black cake. They brought over 50 Shades of Black cake.
God, I feel like a Kardashian with 50 Shades of Black cake in my mouth. I got to be careful.
Is it still in the refrigerator?
Do you know what they say?
What piece I'm taking right from
Little V. You know what they say? They say that at some point, Nick DiPaolo actually said this. Give him credit.
Yeah.
He said at one point, Kim Kardashian, if she had taken if they could have used her pap smear to solve crimes in L.A. Star Wars still hanging in there. I really thought 50 Shades of Black was going to be a smash. It's a flop, but anyway.
We still got Ride Along, too.
It's a good one.
How may I help you?
How you doing there, ma'am?
Good. How are you?
I understand you guys have Boba Fett stuff there.
We're currently out of Boba Fett.
Boba Fett?
We carry it, but we're just completely out of Boba Fett.
Oh, so it sells pretty well?
Yes.
All right, now I need to speak to a manager, man, because my name is actually Boba Fett, and I'm wondering why you guys are making money off my name. If there must be some type of trademarking issue or something like that.
Your name is Boba Fett?
My name's Boba Fett.
Okay, well, that's a Boba Fett, and it's a iconic Star Wars character. I don't know. You'd have to talk to someone and get
hang on. My name's Boba Fett. I'm from Joliet, Illinois.
This is Bubba from Joliet.
My buddy was in your store, and he said there's tons of Boba Fett stuff.
There's not.
No, it's not
Boba Fett. Have you ever watched Star Wars?
Nah, we don't have that down here.
Yeah,
they don't have Star Wars in Joliet?
Wait, spell it.
Boba, B-O-B-A, F-E-T-T.
My buddy, I need to hang on one second.
Sir, I'm sorry.
Because my name's
She's busy
Boba
at the
Fett,
Disney store. What do you-
Fett.
Okay.
Oh, this dumbass.
I'm sorry, I can't
They've
stay on
got
the phone
high-quality Disney products made in China to peddle to the children.
Boba Fett, not Boba Fett, man.
It's
You're
Boba
making me
Fett.
look like an idiot.
He's Bubba. The character is Boba.
Sir.
I'm going to blow your brains out, man.
Oh, no.
You're making me look like a
Don't do it!
You dumb son of a bitch.
Don't do it! Oh, God! Don't you... Oh...
Oh, man, you shot me like 100 times. Ow!
I'm sorry. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
You stupid son of a bitch!
Well, I loved this movie. This is easily one of the best films of the year.
I agree. Nothing else even comes close. When a film is clearly the best, it has a way of making everything else that's not the best seem, well, pathetic.
I know, and you find yourself scratching your head thinking, what were those other movies? Who were those characters? What were the titles? Who knows?
And who cares? Throw them in the garbage and move on.
Beside the banks of the filthy Chicago River, a river filled with floating murdered bodies. On land purchased from the native people for 3 cents and a shiny piece of tinfoil. Inside the womb of the famed merchandise mart, the center of fashion. Broadcasting from the Loop Content King studio.
You know he
it's
watched
the
it.
man that would be Cow. The Mancow.
He's extra miserable today. 6:07 right now at the Loop. I'm the Mancow, M-A-N-C-O-W, M-A-N-C-O-W, like man and cow. You'll never forget it now that I've said it. And Kathy came in looking really hot today. Did you love that?
She is looking good.
And we told her she looked good? Oh, just so fake.
Oh, my hair looks horrible.
I didn't have time to straighten my hair.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, really? This? Oh, this mess? Her hair is all down and dirty. Man.
Oh, yeah.
Love Cheese, how was Grease?
Great and horrible.
What do you mean?
Julianne Hough as Sandy,
Yeah.
she was great.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But the guy that played Travolta's character,
Yeah.
Well, you
Danny,
can't replace Travolta.
you can't replace him, and he was horrible.
Really?
But I was actually talking about the grease around your backside. So
I'm the hottest round. I told y'all mother, y'all can't stop me now. Listen to me now. I'm lasting.
That's his music.
And if you want me,
Shuffle left.
don't get me now.
Shuffle right.
Then biggie.
Well, that's like a hammer move, man.
Switch my style.
Big Al Roker Jr., what's coming up on sports?
The Bulls in L.A. plus 2 All-Star games.
Danny, don't spoil it.
It's not spoiling it. It's only making it better.
Is this the end?
Don't think about that. Just be here in the moment. All that matters is what's happening right now.
Grease live on TV last night. The crowd goes crazy. Who is this singing?
I have no idea.
Hey, did they mix it up with some African Americans? I know they did. They had to.
Of course they did.
Oh,
yeah,
fantastic.
the football coach was.
Oh, good,
Yes.
good.
yeah,
And the SAG Awards couldn't have been more fake black.
Queen
We didn't
Latifah
fake
won an
black.
award.
We own the SAG
It was
Awards.
such a joke.
Are you kidding me? I turned the SAG Awards on. I thought I was watching BET.
Didn't one-
Idris Elba, Queen Latifah. It was just left and right. It was unbelievable.
It was so
It was
fake.
Didn't
fantastic.
one black person won 2 awards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can be up for more than one award, Abe. You see, and so sometimes you win more than one
okay.
award. See,
And I'm the angry one. Listen to this guy.
You know something, Kathy?
Yes.
I think you look beautiful today.
Oh.
I really do.
Your story sad to tell.
More music from Grease, that's what it was.
Teenage ne'er-do-well.
Hard to beat the original Grease, man.
Yeah.
The original Grease was based on Taft High School here in Chicago.
Some loving had me a blast. Some loving happened so fast. I met a girl crazy for me.
I'm not deaf, but I could read some lips in that movie. That
so
was,
apparently
Olivia
there
Newton-John in the
were
Shake Shack.
no blacks in the original Grease.
Yeah.
Of course not.
And
No.
Cheese is pissed off that in this version of Grease on Channel 32, they had the audacity to make the football coach black.
Well, you remember
dare
who
they?
it was in the original?
All the jobs are going to the blacks
Charlie
now.
Gallows,
The football coach, the janitor.
Dude,
The assistant
Can't
principal.
they put one black in there?
Al, don't take it wrong. He doesn't. It's not personal. He hates all black people.
Okay.
Casey Anthony had a yard sale. You remember her? She was a delightful woman
Oh, that
who
was the hot mess
everybody
that
believes killed her
kid,
kid. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. There was no children's items for sale.
Oh.
So that was, it was tacky, but not that tacky. I mean, not as tacky as it could have been. Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders are turkey neck and turkey neck. The Iowa caucuses are today. And it's great because, none of these politicians, if they're elected the president, will ever go back to Iowa. So.
No. Did you see what Ted Cruz said? He said we're going to change Iowa from a flyover state to a fly-to state.
Sure. Well, and I'll tell you what, Ted Cruz is doing some pretty. Some people say people say it's crooked what Ted Cruz is. I don't know if you've been following his campaign, but he's been offering free meth. So that is very tempting to the Iowa voter.
The Mancow on 97.9 The Loop. This is the Mancow.
I don't know who that guy is.
Loop.
The guy that snowblows for other people, but he's a very nice fellow. And I am a homeowner for the first time, recently, and I got a snowblower. Now, I got a battery-operated snowblower, which you will think is, that's probably not a lot of power and probably won't move a lot of snow. That would be your first guess, and you'd be right. But anyway,
because I was thinking about getting that.
The old lady next door to me is in her 90s, and she's out there shoveling, and I go outside, and I make a big show, and I move my snowblower in the middle of the driveway, and I'm trying to start this thing, and I can't. And she's watching me, and she's shoveling. She's looking at me like, hey, are you going to help? I'm in my 90s, and I'm trying to start this snowblower, and I'm getting pissed off, and that battery doesn't work. And is the battery dead? I run inside to check it, but I'm going to help this old lady. I run back out, and she's still shoveling. I'm checking it. It won't start. I go to the box. I call over to the Best Buy. What's going on? Well, they tend to. Did you leave it in the garage? I said, yeah. Well, of course I left it in the garage. Was it cold in the garage? Yes. It's a snowblower. I left it outside. Well, it drains the battery. I went inside, and the battery, but it was checking like it had power, and the thing wouldn't start. And I went out, and the lady was done looking at me. She's walking back from the end of her driveway with her shovel,
and she's
dragging it
shoveling
behind
your
her.
driveway.
Oh, no, looking at me like, you city slicker loser. In just a few minutes. In 3 minutes, we'll say. Let's say it. In 3 minutes. Let's say it. We'll say it. In 3 minutes. There you go. Donald Trump. A replay. It's rather dated, but if you missed it on Friday, we're going to do a little bit of that. The SAG Awards. So fake. Everybody black.
How is it fake?
Everybody black. Everybody black got the award. Everybody black.
And I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all.
I love Richard Pryor, though. He made a joke about diversity at the Oscars a long time ago at the Oscars. Kind of made me uncomfortable, actually, listening to it.
Hi. I'm here tonight to explain why no black people will ever be nominated for anything. Black people love to act. We can cry at the drop of a hat. Or laugh. These are some of the things black people can do. We're also going to stop entertaining. That will show you. We refuse to be in show business altogether. We are quitting. Then see who sings and dances for you.
Joseph, hello.
Hello.
I was dancing from you earlier. Yes, 620 right out the loop. Yes.
Love your show, brother.
Thank you, pal. Thank you.
I got the mystery movie.
Come on, give it to me.
Me, Myself, and Irene.
Me, Myself, and Irene. Al, did you like that movie?
No. That's a great movie.
Are you serious? Oh, I love that movie.
Remember when he was cutting up the sausages on the grill?
Oh, my God. His kids made that movie.
Yeah.
Let's go to Ken. Ken, hello.
Hey, man.
Our friend Anthony was one of the main guys. Yeah, what's up, Anthony Anderson? Hey, Ken Lindenhurst, what's going on?
Hey, I think it's Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Oh, Bud, you're going to hate me. I don't want people to like me. I want everybody to win. No, sir. No. Doggone it. Windy City Live, Ryan Cheverini, his father. I don't know how the father reacted. Horrific. I can't imagine how the mother reacted, the family, his brother committed suicide.
Yeah, 20 years old.
And a lot of great bands there, a lot of celebrities there.
At the Home Bar in
Yeah.
Arlington Heights, right?
Very nice. Everybody was very nice. But about halfway through it occurred to me that I may not be the right MC for a suicide prevention event. I was a little hardcore, I think.
I'm sure you did just
They had a little more drinks, and what's that?
I'm sure you did just
Oh, I think I did fine, but anyway. You have to know your limitations in life, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
At 8 inches may seem perfect. At 9th inch, maybe too much, you know? When you're in your hair clipped, Kathy, I'm just
Not
saying.
for me, man.
Her hair looks great, doesn't it?
You are hardcore.
Thank you for calling Thomas West Salon. How can I help you?
Hey, Tom, what's up? It's Abe from Mancow Show.
It's the new year, and we're starting already, aren't we?
No, I just want to wish you a Happy New Year.
You know what? Stick that Happy New Year up your
Oh!
yourself.
Tom, why so much hostility? I'm wishing you Happy New Year from Mancow, Love Cheese, Al Roker Jr., Kathy the Great, Big Goody.
My New Year's resolution is to stop talking with you mutts, okay? I'm running a business, you stupid
You might recognize this song as performed by Jefferson Airplane in a little rockumentary called Give Me Shelter about the Rolling Stones and their nightmare at Altamont.
And now it's time for the Mancow Mystery Movie.
When the truth is found to be light and all the joy within you.
28 years ago, this very moment, this band broke up. The Cars. on the Loop. "28 years ago today, they broke up. They did return to Chicago a few years ago. I went with Billy Corgan, and they were great. They really were great. And their new CD that nobody bought, they had a new CD about 2 or 3 years ago, The Cars. I thought it was great. Black Sabbath has canceled several shows because Ozzy is in bad voice. They're Canadian shows, so nobody really seems to care. So, sports headlines coming up with Al Roker Jr.
The Bulls in L.A. plus 2 All-Star games.
Super Bowl 50. We're going to be talking about that as well. Hang on.
Now, a selection from the Jukebox from Hell.
Put a coin in there.
Excuse me.
Billy, the 300-pound chicken, has announced that he will run for mayor of Chicago. Mayor Goldman of Chicago could not be reached for comment.
I can't seem to face up to the facts. I'm tense and nervous and I can't relax. This Colonel Sanders job is getting me down. A crazy chicken chasing me all over town. Psycho chicken.
ADD News coming up. Oh, man, did you watch Growing Pains 2? You watched all
Oh, yeah, I loved it.
You had no father.
Nope.
You were abandoned. No, I want to ask you
No,
something.
it's true.
You were what's called a latchkey kid, right? Because
I wasn't. My grandma lived with us.
Okay,
so she helped out.
But I had a mother and father that loved me and wouldn't let my brain rot just watching crappy TV. And you really watched just the crap. To me, just the worst TV shows.
What?
Like, you're obsessed with Full
Different
House.
Strokes, Full House.
I like Different Strokes.
Small Wonder, Punky Brewster.
No, but
Silver Spoons.
Okay.
These are the greatest shows of all time.
Okay, let me.
She had a breast reduction.
Okay.
Punky Brewster.
When you watched Small Wonder, which I did watch all the time.
Yeah.
Because I was amazed at how crappy it was. We would laugh at how bad it was.
Right.
Vicky the Robot.
Yeah.
Did you know it was crap or did you think it was good?
Back then I thought it was good.
Oh my God, that's so sad.
I was a little kid.
Oh, Vicky the Robot. And the acting. Oh, you should go back and watch Vicky now.
Yeah.
She did amazing things.
The worst acting ever.
She lived in a cabinet.
Leonardo DiCaprio got a SAG award last night. He's been nominated 9 times, finally won.
Yes. Yeah, finally
Hope
won.
this gets him laid, finally. Hope finally some women will pay attention to the kid. Coming up, this story about this kid from Growing Pains is heartbreaking. We have a conversation with him coming up. Ben Seaver, he didn't hit rock bottom. He went through rock bottom. They were serving him drinks at 4.
Wow.
By the way,
he was ugly too.
You think Hollywood? That's nice.
Wow.
You think?
You get a second opinion.
You
You're
think?
ugly too.
You're ugly too. Do you think Hollywood cares about your kids? This is why parents letting their kids sit in front of TV rots your kid, man. And this show isn't for kids. I think people let their children listen to the show are awful. This show isn't for kids.
It's not.
Sorry, not everything is for kids. I got kids. Not everything's for kids. I don't take them to everything. Okay. What do you think? They were serving a kid from Growing Pains drinks. They got him to be a drunk at 4 years old. What does that tell you about?
He's hanging out with Boner.
What does Hollywood think of your children? They don't care. They're the worst. Marcy, hello.
Hi.
And yet Marcy, I want to tell you, I will not stop though. I will not stop. It is my forget. We did suicide prevention. I did the walk for breast cancer. I've done the Children's Advocacy Center in Chicago, kids that have been sexually abused. Wow. I give to my church, Willow Creek. Went there yesterday, beautiful service. You guys should have been there. And Salvation Army, and I believe in a lot of charity. But now my number one thing in life, my purpose for living, is that more rich black African Americans will get Oscars. It's so important. It's so crucial. It's so crucial.
You're listening to Mancow on the Loop. The Mancow on the Loop.
Show me that smile again. Don't waste.
My wife is a little girl. She's younger than me, which means we have nothing to talk about. 6:38 right now. But so she had a picture of Kirk Cameron on her wall. How do I relate to that? I was Fonz and
I could relate to that.
Farrah and Cheryl Teagues. And who was the girl that was on the cop show? Heather Locklear.
Well, Heather Locklear was on T.J. Hooker, and she was on Dynasty.
That's the one.
And Melrose Place. That's where I know her from.
There was another girl, though. What was the other popular pinup?
Could you be thinking about Heather Thomas from The Fall Guy?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Yes.
The Fall Guy,
she was spectacular.
Another crap show.
Oh, it was fantastic.
What does she look like now? What's her name?
Heather Thomas.
God, she was hot for
the other
a microsecond.
Yes, yeah.
Anyway, what was the point of Growing Pains? What was the story?
The dad was a psychiatrist, and the kids just raising a family. And he had a kid.
And there was a character named Boner.
Boner was Kirk Cameron's best friend, who recently killed himself.
Okay, see, I don't remember Boner.
How do you not remember Boner? You know,
Yeah,
Leo DiCaprio started on that show.
I know
It's
that.
so
He was
fun-
like a homeless kid.
I know that.
It's so funny because Kathy was just looking up Boner, and what came up is hilarious. And the fact that I said what came up is funny, too. Be careful.
No,
Don't try to help
nothing
me.
to do with Boner.
Is he the worst?
But wait, hang on. Beck,
He just takes
real
everything
quick,
so filthy.
When I mentioned that Ben was ugly on Growing Pains,
Yeah.
they brought in Leonardo DiCaprio because Ben was so ugly. Just like when they brought
sure
Oliver
that's
on.
exactly
No,
why
when
they
they brought
brought him
Oliver on the Brady Bunch, it's because Cindy and Bobby got ugly.
They got older, and they
They got
needed
old.
somebody
They
else
needed
to
a
play
kid.
the
They
lovable,
needed a kid.
adorable
That's
kid.
it.
Ugly.
They needed a lovable child, which is what I am on this program. Or you, Simon Kirk.
Rock and roll, prostate health, metal.
Hell yeah! I
That's
hail
Simon
you, brother.
Kirk from the band Bad Company. So where are they now? Ben Seaver, the little kid from Growing
I
Pains.
began drinking at 4 years old. My grandparents used to throw a lot of parties, and I would run around after the parties and finish off all the empty beers. So that was my first experience. I didn't really mess around with it after that until I was around 12. Hey, that was the first time I ever got hammered, was 12 years old. So there was always something there, whether it's genetic component, mental, whatever you want to call it, there was something there. I never had that off switch.
And then what happened?
I think rock bottom for me was
rock bottom.
Waking up after having been completely blacked out, not having a clue what I did, and my fiance sitting on the end of the bed yet again, pissed and not knowing what she could say. She could have told me I got in the car and killed 4 people last night. I would have had no clue. That was my rock bottom.
Really, your rock bottom is your wife sitting in bed pissed? Because it's every night for me. It's every night for me.
20 years ago.
You didn't talk to me at the party. You didn't talk to me at the party. Why did you take me to the party? You didn't talk to me at the party. Because there's other people there that I don't see every day. You didn't talk to me at the party. You didn't talk to me at the party. So we went to this
He
party.
started drinking at 4, but he didn't get hammered until he was 12.
We went to this party. And Chip didn't show up, and everybody was very upset because Chip was my guest, and it was you had to pay. I had to pay for him.
So damn.
Oh, I wasn't that upset. His mom just died. He's a broke ass hippie. He doesn't have 2 dimes to rub together. He married a hot young girl who I imagine is not a spendthrift. He's in his own certain kind of hell.
He doesn't make money at Chip Z Nuff Studios.
and then no, his studio's booked. Actually, he's been doing very well. But then he bought a big gas guzzling car and. I don't know.
God.
We all have these friends that every decision is wrong.
Sure.
And that's Chip. You know, if I was him, I would spend a little money on a nose job. You know? I would spend a little money on getting a better wig. It's time to get a new weave. That weave was put in probably 10 years ago. It's looking a little rat infested. Kind of like the vines on the side of my house. And what's that?
He's so nice.
And the teeth. I've offered him free dental care.
Mancow.
I actually think we should send him to Syria and let him come back into America as a Syrian refugee so he gets some free stuff. Because the kid needs help. Do you know that every hamster pet on Earth
for Mancow's ADD News
is from
Giving
Syria?
it to you fast and hard and in less than a minute.
So make sure when you get your kids a hamster, they don't have little vests on, little suicide vests. No, all pet hamsters in the world started from a brother and sister team that were incestuous in Syria many years ago. That's a fact. That is a fact. That is a fact.
The Iowa caucuses get underway in community centers, living rooms, school gyms, and churches.
The 22nd Annual SAG Awards.
The movies.
You must rediscover what it is to be a panda.
Kung Fu Panda 3, the top box office draw.
Novak Djokovic beat Andy Murray.
Former co-owner of the Texas Rangers, Rusty Rose, has died.
It's Carnival in Rio.
Greece live. The Denver Police Department has shut down Motorcycle Expo after a battle involving gunfire and knives broke out.
3 inmates who escaped from a
prison in Orange County, California, are back behind bars.
24 members of the powerful Sinaloa drug cartel are in custody.
Second Virginia Tech student's been arrested in connection with the death of a 13-year-old girl.
The Israeli cabinet has voted to create a separate prayer space for non-Orthodox Jews at the Western Wall in Jerusalem.
Bombing killed dozens near Damascus.
In northeastern Nigeria, an attack by suspected Boko Haram extremists.
The most important thing in my life is not this show or my children or my God. No, it's that more rich African Americans get gold statues. I really care that the entitled of Hollywood, regardless of skin color, it's really important that everyone gets an Oscar. In fact, let's not base it on talent anymore. Let's just do it on skin color.
Let's give Queen Latifah everything.
The SAG Awards last night, finally, DiCaprio
finally won.
got some love.
And while we're at it, let's all calm down about Leonardo DiCaprio and how hard it was to shoot The Revenant, okay? So you slept in a horse and you ate bison liver. Big whoop. Carol would have slept in that horse, worn it, done a song and a dance, and made a much funnier face after eating something very disgusting.
You know, it's hysterical only because I love the movie Carol like the rest of you.
Carol Burnett.
Oh, she was. Oh, I thought she was referring to the movie Carol.
She was referring to the movie Carol.
The movie Carol is brutally... I haven't seen it, nor will I ever see. What is it, the Dutch girl, the Danish girl?
Oh, the Danish girl.
Yeah.
I mean, if the Danish girl was about a girl who liked to have sex with Danes... That would be great. And I'm not talking about Great Danes.
Video, you can get that out.
I'm just saying. What Eddie Redmayne is the Danish girl?
That's right.
The Danish girl.
think so.
I'm interested in eating a Danish, but not that one.
Hey, Mancow.
Yes.
I was actually going to invite you to a Danish girl screening at Hydrate this weekend.
Oh, well, I mean, if the drinks are cold and the company is nice.
For outstanding female actor in a comedy series, Uzo Aduba.
My favorite.
For outstanding male actor in a comedy series, Jeffrey Tambor.
My favorite.
For outstanding performance by an ensemble in a comedy series.
Yes.
Orange is the New Black.
All my favorites winning.
Yep.
Yeah. Glad.
So a transgender and a black person, just to mix things up.
Yes. Guys, it's all about agenda. It's not about quality. It's not about story. It's not about what's popular.
Yeah.
But the Oscars have always been that, guys. The Oscars have always been that. Star Wars wasn't Star Wars. The loved movies weren't getting the mass appeal stuff. There's no Jurassic World in there.
Yeah. But isn't it only
there's no Avengers in there?
Isn't it only morons, though, who vote for the SAG Awards? Because I got the thing. I didn't vote. Roker, you voted, right?
Yes, I did vote it. And most
That's
of the
why
people
they're all
that
black. Yes. Hence Queen Latifah. See what happens. We let him into the SAG.
Yeah.
I see.
Speaking of SAG, how about Susan Sarandon's milky,
They were fantastic.
huge,
I was like, wow, those
old
must be
lady jugs.
Updated there. And Helen Mirren,
Oh,
Dax.
always.
Oh, man.
Always.
I'll break her in half. I got some osteoporosis for you, bitch. Damn, did you see her? She's fine. She's
She really
killing
is. She's
on that
gorgeous.
stage. Damn. How old is she? 100? I don't give a damn.
70s now.
I don't give a damn. I'll break that old white woman in half.
Dude, that's Dame Helen Mirren.
Dang good. Dang.
What are you licking your fingers for? That's disgusting.
Yuck.
Oh, man. So, Leonardo DiCaprio,
damn.
apparently it was a tough shoot.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
was really
Yeah.
Unlike Leonardo DiCaprio in The Revenant, no bear is going to rape Mancow Muller, American badass, without a condom.
Hey, Mancow, this is Tyler the Phone Boy, and I'm out on the street, and since Leonardo DiCaprio got the kicked out of him in this new movie, The Revenant, I'm out here asking people, who do you think would win in a fight? A bear or all-American badass Mancow Muller?
Come on.
Even a serious question. We all know Mancow would whoop the out of that bear.
Know it.
No question.
Oh, he'd beat the out of the bear.
Who do you think would win in a fight, Mancow Muller or a bear?
Mancow Morning. You for real?
Well, Mancow always has guns and stuff, so I feel like Mancow would just shoot
That's right.
out of the bear. So
That's right.
Mancow would probably win.
Mancow.
So you've seen the movie The Revenant?
Yeah, I loved it.
Leonardo DiCaprio gets his ass kicked by a bear in that movie.
Yeah, it was kind of hard to watch.
If Mancow Muller, American badass, was fighting a bear, who would win?
Mancow, hands down.
And you've seen the movie. You saw how brutal that bear fight was.
Yeah, that bear would get its ass kicked.
How awesome is that?
The bare necessities of life will come to you.
Al, anything else?
Oh, that Helen Mirren, I'd break her in half.
No, we moved on.
Oh, no, are you kidding me? You see how fine she was in that white dress? Damn. You know, like 100 bottles of beer on the wall. She's 100 years old. That's like a 1, 2, 3. And you see them tickle bitties on her, too? Down by her knees?
No.
Oh, baby. Damn.
Stop it.
Call me.
And now, Kickin' Country.
Kickin' Country, something for the country music fan here. It's Toby Keith.
Actually, mine is a bad education and gentrification. Despite all the above, I love this city.
Chicago. I'm the Mancow. 650, we love you. But then again, I love lots of murder and high taxes. And the worst schools in America. We love you, Chicago. Al, did they really paint the end zones both for Broncos? Did that really happen, or is that a joke?
Apparently that happened.
They did both end zones for the Broncos.
Yeah.
For the Super Bowl.
Guess there are Broncos fans working the field there.
This is not an exercise.
They got a week to fix it.
Or they're racist and don't want a black quarterback in. Cam Newton.
No, guys, everything is racist. Everything. Marcy, what's up?
Hi, I love you. Love your show, by the way.
Thank you, by the way. What's your issue?
My husband recently wanted to purchase a motorcycle.
Okay, hang on. David.
What's up, man? Cal, love you. Love your show.
What's going on?
I found out on Friday night that my girlfriend, who now is my ex, has cheated on me.
Oh, hang on. I love both of these calls. Get both of them to hang on. I will speak with both of you at great length in just a few moments. The People versus O.J. Simpson. It starts tomorrow night.
Yes.
Awesome.
I will be watching.
It's excellent.
Wait, you've seen it?
Yeah, they gave screeners to all the black people.
They didn't give me a screener. Sounds like Teen Spirit, how some of your favorite songs were stolen. Cowboy Mouth is going to be here today. God, do I love that band. Saturday night, right?
That's right, at the Bottom Lounge.
The Bottom Lounge. Is that the little lounge in the back of your pants?
Yeah, I'll be there.
I would like to lounge back there.
It's great.
Is Gallagher's going to be here?
I love him.
Gallagher in 1 hour? The watermelon smashing guy, not his brother. The real guy, right?
The real guy.
Awesome. Coming up next, a guy that met a girl and instantly got married. The first time they met face to face, they got married within minutes. I'll tell you more about it coming up.
Meanwhile, you're listening to Mancow. Mancow in the morning on 97.9 The Loop. Brought to you by Potholes. Potholes. Picking up cars for almost a century.
Hold on, just getting a message from Cowboy Mouth. Bringing my kids to school. Wait a minute.
Wait.
I'm going to... Hold on a minute.
The guy from Cowboy Mouth is text messaging you?
Damn.
Yeah, I know. I'm big time. I am big time.
You sure are.
It's pretty awesome.
Hey, we're on the radio right now. You know, I just want to tell you, you're telling me you can't call until 8:20? I'm promoting your show.
I know, but I got my kids at the last minute. I'm very sorry.
Yeah, but you don't do that. Does he not understand what show he's on? This is a big show.
Yeah, what do you think this is?
You don't call and say you're busy.
This is the hugest show that I've ever been.
Where you're playing the Bottom Lounge Saturday?
Saturday in the great city of Chicago.
Well, you know I don't miss your shows. I've never missed one. I've seen them double digits.
You know that when you come to our shows, you know that any show you're at, that you're going to be a part of. You know that's right.
I know, brother. Okay, take your kids to school. Talk to you at 8:20.
Hey, I love you. Talk to you soon, man.
But I feel like I've been lying to the people, brother, because I've been telling everybody 8 o'clock, and I can't lie to the people, man. I can't lie to the folks.
Damn, he picks up on one ring?
That's why I need Donald Trump to, for the folks. He needs to, we'll get a milkshake, and the folks. Did you see that ridiculous conversation with Bill O'Reilly and Donald Trump? I'll buy you a milkshake for the folks. Yeah, let's listen to a little cowboy mouth right now. Oh, Erica Harris and Artie Van fell in love on the internet. They had never met, so she decided to go meet him. And the second she was off the plane, he popped the question.
Oh, my God. You don't drag your feet with real love. You leap into that like there's no tomorrow, and that's what we're doing.
Nice to meet you. Oh, my God.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Erica. Don't drop me. It's nice to meet you.
Don't listen to your thoughts. Don't listen to your head. Follow your heart. Follow your soul.
So for anybody that doesn't believe in fairy tales anymore, who am I? And it can happen to you, too.
Sure, yeah.
Everyone has AIDS.
Maybe you love the show Rent. For whatever reason, maybe you're just wanting AIDS. If you want AIDS, may I recommend Carnival in Rio right now? It really is. If you want AIDS, that's the place for you.
Live from the deadliest city in North America, it's the Mancow on 97.9 The Loop.
Hope you had a great weekend. God, I did. I really did. Do you hate that? Did you like that weird... You like that clubby stuff, right? You like that?
I do.
God, there was a guy there like, hey, I got 40 women in the party bus. Hey, come on, man, Cal, be in the party bus.
Ridiculous.
I got 40 women in the party bus.
So amateur, like 21-year-old kids hop on those buses.
Yeah, and I just felt like I've got daughters, I've got a wife,
No,
the party
you don't wanna
bus,
do that.
and he had like a pole in the middle of the.
Oh,
Right,
God.
And do you want to? It's 7 o'clock right now at the Loop. Do you want to know what I thought? And I'm gonna really reveal something about myself.
Sure.
Okay, and I'm hosting this event, and they offered me some significant money to host, and I gave it to the charity.
That's
I'm
great.
not some great guy. I'm not breaking my hand, patting myself on the back, and I shouldn't even mention. I'm just telling you. So they everybody, come on the party bus. Come on, there's 40 girls. Let's go. There's 20 girls. There was 20, and then there was 40, and the girls, yay! And the real girls are hey, come on, Sheila. Sheila's having a shot at Jaeger. Come on, man, Cal. Shot at Jaeger with Sheila. Shot at Jaeger with Sheila.
That's so gross.
Anyway, and I'm just like, God, what? This is not me. This is not my life now. And so, I'm telling you, and when it's all done, we will drop you off in Wilmette. We're going to party all night. We're going to drop you off in Wilmette. Okay?
Yeah, right.
Do you want to hear my real thoughts?
Yes.
And these women were ready. They were goers. Let's say there's 40 of them. Let's say there's 40 of them. Do you think there's 20 in there that I could have sex with? I would guess. Those are usually my odds. Maybe, let's say 10. Whatever.
Okay.
The deal is, first of all, I'm married. I got 2 little daughters.
Yeah.
I don't want them on the party bus, okay?
Right.
At some point. So, and then we'll drop you off. And then we'll drop you off. When it's over, we'll drop you off at your place. Come on, the party bus. Sheila's doing Jaeger. Yay! Yeah. Which is not that impressive to me. But it was very impressive to young Sheila.
Eat this apple.
So, you know what that means, right?
What does it mean?
I get to tip the driver who's driven us all night. I can't let some guy just drive away. You know none of those bitches are going to tip.
Yeah, that's true.
Yay, hey, Sheila. You know one of them's going to be puking. I'm going to be holding her hair.
Ugh.
One of them's going to get mad at me because of something I say.
So
you
gross.
don't know. The one girl's going to go, you don't know me. You don't know. And it just seemed like a nightmare to me.
Oh,
just
absolutely.
Just not being single is good. And then a friend of mine's girlfriend kept buying me an recently ex-girlfriend kept buying me shots, and she's hot. She's very hot. But I was very uncomfortable.
Oh, I don't blame you.
No, because I would like to give her what for.
I'm sure you
My
would.
friend is with her for years. I'm curious.
Right.
She's a very nice girl.
Yeah.
Beautiful eyes, nice personality.
Oh, sure.
But I would never do that. I would never do it.
Not.
I mean, I've done it, but I don't like the guy that would do that.
Right.
I don't like me that I would do that. And she's buying me shots, and I just feel like, but I'm sure she's innocent, and I'm just a creep, right?
No,
but
she knew what she was doing.
I don't know, Kathy. I don't know, and I can't speak to it. I'm just saying, for me, I'm very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I hung out with her and this friend of mine for many years.
Yeah.
And so I know her. Is she my friend? I mean, do you immediately, is she my friend?
No, she ain't your friend.
No.
Yeah, you have to pick sides when this happens. You go back to your friend and you stop talking to her.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. It's uncomfortable.
Bros before hoes.
Unless she's hot.
Yeah, she's hot. Yeah, I just Then
you take the hoe.
She knows my wife. Maybe for some reason she wants.
See, there's the problem.
Well, and
There's
maybe for some reason she wants to just you have to look at these hot women.
Yeah.
As suicide bombers, and they are coming to take everything you have.
Right.
Look, I'm telling you, I had a 22-year-old and then I had a 24-year-older. I can show you. And how pathetic is this? I've got phones filled with, little panty shots. All the girls now, they didn't used to do that, so it's kind of a big thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, we didn't have cell phones.
Right.
Okay? I had a 110 camera.
Yep.
Sigrid Drennan was the girl that would show me her fun stuff. So Sigrid Drennan would, I used to have her sit on mirrors when I was 15 and I would take pictures. she was naked, and so then I would go to the Walmart. This was in Harrisville, Missouri.
Yeah, how would you get it developed?
No. Half the times they wouldn't give me the film. Half the times they wouldn't give me the film. Always the film had been looked at.
Oh, sure.
Of course.
Okay. So you can drive at 15. So I would take my yellow 72 Ford Maverick into Harrisonville, which was about a half-hour drive. The nearest store was about a half-hour drive. My nearest neighbor was half a mile away on dirt roads. And I would drive in, and I would just be a nervous wreck, and I would hand over the film, and I would wait. And you could tell that the package had been opened endlessly by the time I got back.
Yep.
Every employee at that Walmart had seen it, and they all looked at me like, oh, there he is.
Right, there's that freak.
And Sigrid Drennan was very hot. Anyway, so... that's the fact that these women now are sending me, or they'll give them to my friends to give to me, that I have endless pictures. You know that, Kathy.
It's disgusting. It really is.
No,
People
but
don't really value themselves anymore.
But here's the thing, Kathy. It's not like, once in a while. It's every single. Well, they're being reduced. Al, they're being reduced to their private parts. They really are being reduced to. Here it is. Come and get it.
What do you mean? So what? It's disgusting.
So what?
So what? Are you serious?
I think it's fantastic.
No, it's not.
I wish I was born 20 years later. I think it's absolutely fantastic.
No, it's not.
Didn't you hear the man? When he was growing up, he had to drive 10 miles on dirt roads in both directions to go to the Walmart, then maybe, hopefully, get his photos developed and wait 10 years for him. And now people just bloop, there it is.
It's a miracle.
That's absolutely. That's fantastic.
No, there's nothing fantastic about it. It's
So
disgusting.
I get it.
They're demoralizing themselves.
Ego, edge got out. I certainly get a certain amount of pleasure out of this. But you know the 24-year-old girl, the 22-year-old girl that's hitting on me. You know that she's not. It's not because I'm a good-looking guy and I'm not hideous, but I got a face for radio yeah,
Well, no, you have a face for TV, but you're on the radio.
Okay, but my point is. What do these women want, brother? They want whatever they perceive as my limited amount of fame. Mm-hmm. They want what they perceive as money. They don't care about my wife and kids. They know I have wife and kids. They obviously don't care.
They don't
care. They want to live in that house and will met with me. I get it.
And they have to know that you're passing those naked pictures along to your friends.
It's hi, you want to see a picture of my private area?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome. What else are they good for?
Brother, what are you talking about?
What else are they good for?
What do you mean they?
These chicks who are giving you the naked pictures and stuff.
You're saying these young girls?
The young girls, the spinners on the bus.
22 years old?
None of them are going to cure cancer anytime soon.
So you're saying you're reducing them just to their...
What else do they have to offer? I'm asking you, what else do they have to offer? That's what they have to offer. Oh, how about this? Mancow, why don't you have a nice conversation with them?
I guess
why don't you conversate with them for like 3 hours?
Conversate with them.
You might learn about the Kardashians.
I guess you're right. 7:07 right now at the Loop. I'm the Mancow. Goonie called me at 5:30 Friday and said he's not here. I said, wait. Did he show up?
Nope.
That guy?
Oh, I'm very...
You should have got his number.
Until 6 o'clock. He never showed up.
Hey, get in here. Get in here, phone boy.
That sucks.
I'm sorry, Goonie.
Yes.
Guys, I'm heartbroken over this.
Too.
Yeah.
A listener called up and said he was a big Goonie fan. He wanted to meet Big Goonie, so we set Big Goonie up at Harry Carey's.
That's
and
right.
you waited there?
Until 6 o'clock.
He wanted to have a beer with Goonie, and he never showed up. That's so rude.
Hey, do you have that guy's number who said he was going to meet up with Big Goonie?
No, I never got it from him.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Well, whoever you are,
you're right now. We're going to kick your ass.
No. Whoever you are, you're a jackhole. Guy's mentally challenged, second grade reading level, and you do that to him. The guy's he's calling me. He's not here, buddy.
Right.
Step up, call us 591 Rock 591 Roll.
You know what?
And
You
at least
better
be a man.
you better
Step
be
up
dead
and
from a
tell
car
us
accident.
why you stood up
You
there
better
doing
be
it.
dead from a car accident.
Or someone in your family better have died.
They better be dead from a car accident.
Hello?
Yes, is this the field house?
Yes, it is.
Yes, there's some guy outside here eating pigeons.
Yeah, he eats pigeons all the time.
Where are you at, sir?
I'm outside here on the bench with this guy who's eating live pigeons.
You're outside where?
I was just sitting on the bench feeding the pigeons, and he's just picking up the pigeons and eating them.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, you tell me what part of the park you're in, and I'll ease down that way and see how he's enjoying those pigeons.
I'm on the south end.
The south end. Sir, if you're calling...
I'm not being kissed.
He's eating me! He's eating me!
On 97.9, The Loop.
So many calls. A mystery movie still in play. This is good. This is good. Hold on a second. Judy?
Yeah, hey, Mancow, love the show.
Thank you very much. What's going on?
You know, I think that's pretty wrong of that dude not to meet Goonie. Goonie needs friends, too.
You know what? Thank you for saying that. And I want to tell you, my heart is a little bit of is broken. And I think all of us, I wish you could see our faces here. You can't, unless you're psychic or you're able to project yourself, right? Astral project yourself into our studio. But where's this beef from?
Want a beef?
Want a beef? Very nice.
Yeah.
Can I feed it to you?
You can feed it to me. Oh, I'd like you to feed me a glass of cat daiquiri. All over my goatee.
Oh, I want to tug on that weird beard. Can I tug on that?
You can. I'll give you something to tug. Anyway, where are we? A rope. We're going to have a contest. It's the Battle of the Stations. Do you remember the last time we did that and it was us versus WLS AM and they all broke their hips and died? So old. Anyway, Goonie,
yes, man.
Kathy, yes. Al, everyone in here, Cheese, Abe the Muslim. Listen.
I'm not Muslim. If you call me Muslim, I'm going to kill you.
Okay, but the thing is, our hearts are broken over this. Yes. You were excited to meet a fan.
Yes, I was.
He goes over to Harry Carey. He's waiting.
Yeah.
And the guy never shows up.
So
I was there until 6 o'clock Friday night.
All right. Judy, when will you... Why do I feel like this is going to happen again? Judy, when do you want to meet him?
Anytime after, 5 o'clock. I work till 4 o'clock.
Okay. Well, he'll meet you at Harry Carey's. When do you want to do it?
Whatever's good for him, Mancow. I'm good.
Okay.
He'll be holding a red rose.
Now, Judy, let me ask you this. Do you care if he fingers you?
Yeah.
No, I mean, no, listen, you didn't let me finish. If you commit a crime, do you care if he fingers you?
Oh, no.
I mean, because he is very honest and he would report a crime. Well, what do you say, Goonie? Would you like to meet up with Judy?
Sure, and how do you look like, ma'am?
Dude, brother, shh. Beggars cannot be choosers.
No.
No. Have you looked at yourself?
Yeah.
You should not be judging others, okay?
No, I'm bald-headed. I can't help it.
So is Judy, okay? So is Judy.
Wait, this time let's get the numbers and descriptions so that Goonie's not just sitting there.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yes. It's a tough call to take. David?
Yes.
I take this very seriously because, first of all, I want to tell you several of my very close friends are going through it right now. And they're like, wow, why are you spending so much? Nobody else, why are you spending so much time with us? Why are you so concerned? Because science has finally proven what I've always known, because I went through it. Heartbreak can kill a man. And men suffer heartbreak far more profoundly than women. You believe that, Kathy?
Absolutely.
It's a fact.
Yep.
And by the way, by the time a woman dumps you or breaks up with you,
she's moved on.
Oh, it's
yeah, she already has the next guy ready to go.
Oh yeah, there's always that's it. It's over. And I need some time.
Big.
I need some time means that she's already got the next guy, but she wants to see. And if that doesn't work out, well, you can pay for everything again. She'll come back. You can pay for stuff, and she'll fake it. She'll fake through a few more lays with you. She'll lay there. It feels so good. Oh, I missed you. Yeah. Until the next guy. I'm just telling you, I've been through it, brother. I've been through it. They are way better liars than us. Look, I love women. I prefer the company of women to men. I do. I prefer the company of women to men. But tell me your story, David.
So this past Friday I was sick, and I guess my girlfriend went out. Well, my ex now. She went out with some friends, and she got drunk, and I guess had.
See, that's the thing.
Guy.
You can't allow if you're with a woman, she can't have friends. Friends create, and you can't ever let her drink.
And
you can't let him out. You can't let him out of the house.
And she had told me Saturday afternoon, and I broke up with her because that was the first thing I said to her. I was like, we've been together for 3 years, and if we ever do that, I'm done. And it's just tough because she's deaf, and her and I were able to like communicate through sign, and that's part of my life. So it was just tough. So I guess I just want some advice on how I should move on.
Get a blind girl. This one was deaf, right?
Man.
Switch it up to a blind girl.
Seriously.
Time to move on.
Poor guy.
Moron.
God.
What?
I'm so sorry that
I think when he
happened
said
to
deaf
you.
girl, he meant she was cool, right, Al?
Yeah, like the deaf comedy jam.
Yo, she's deaf, man.
Yep, she was a comedian.
Like Rocky Dennis and Mass.
David, the deaf girl, the deaf girl went out. I mean, that hurts even more, right? The deaf girl dumped you. Gallagher's here. Hey, Gallagher. Caddy looked back like, who's that old creep? It's Gallagher. Bring him right in. Bring Gallagher in.
That old creep is Gallagher.
Sir?
Best thing that ever happened to you, bro. Best thing that ever happened to you. The quicker you move on,
Could she talk?
the faster you'll get over this.
Could she talk?
No, it was just her and I would always communicate through signs. And
Here's a sign for her. Give her that.
Give her the big middle finger. That's her sign now. Bring Gallagher over, man. Look at this guy. This is what a legend.
Are you Kathy?
Yes.
That's Kathy. Over there.
I drove in from Milwaukee, so I listened to you for an hour.
And what'd you think? Oh no.
I thought it was great. You know,
Well.
I have plenty to say on all these topics.
You?
I'm so
He's setting
excited to
watermelons
meet him.
down all over the floor. Gallagher, the mic's nowhere near you. If you could come over towards the mic.
I got some vinyl, and it is a watermelon.
Oh, nice.
It has a nice watermelon on the back.
Okay.
I don't mean to take up airtime.
You do. Gallagher, listen, hang on one second. We'll get to all this. But we have a guy, he's got problems. His girl just dumped him.
Yeah.
He found out she's been cheating on him.
Yeah.
He's heartbroken. What advice should I give?
Move on. Love is a bubble. Once it's busted, it's gone. Move on. There's a lot of fish in the sea, you know. Quit making it hard. Just move on. Find somebody like you. You know, there's a lot more than sex.
Yeah, nice.
You said watermelon.
Oh, that's awesome.
You've got a watermelon.
The record's watermelon.
Water picture vinyl. That's very cool.
That is awesome.
Let me see that.
What you handing your hand out for? I'm the black one.
We got to get a picture.
Watermelon album. It's me.
Damn.
This is like the Beatles had the White Album and Gallagher's got the Watermelon album.
That's right. That's right. They're all white albums to you.
2X isn't big enough for Roker, unfortunately.
Weren't all the Beatles albums white albums to you, Al?
They're all white
David.
albums. Everybody's a white album.
David.
Yes.
I want to tell you something.
And watermelon side. It says.
Here, I brought you this 2X shirt. This is the biggest one I have.
That's fine.
Guys, if I can wrap this up, Gallagher, thank you.
Yes.
I just want to say, David, honestly, I've been through Heartbreak. It does kill. It is going to hurt. It will get better. And look, we care about you. We appreciate you calling. Honest to God, brother, if it isn't right, it's not going to get right. And Gallagher's right.
You're getting good advice here, bro.
You can't push a string.
I've been through it, and I'm telling you, I've done everything. I did all the fool stuff, the flowers.
I have a poem for love for Valentine's Day.
You have a
right
poem?
Now I've got the football poem, and then next week I've got my frog pond poem about politics. Then I'm hitting them on what I mean America with my Valentine's poem.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to Valentine's poem.
Didn't you read my football poem? I'm so hurt.
Oh my God.
It's right there on my website.
I don't want to hurt you.
I kick football. I even kick TV. I'm taking back my prime time and spending it on me.
Nice!
I kick football. Took possession of my life. I intercepted my existence. Now I scrimmage with my wife. it's longer. It's longer. I get into the ESPN.
Well, we're on for
NFL
several more hours if you'd like to kick in.
Of course I do.
Okay, but wait a minute. David.
I love to do radio.
David.
Yeah, Mancow.
What I'm telling you is, if it isn't perfect, move on. And even if it's perfect, most marriages and relationships don't work.
Heterosexual relationships are doomed. Homosexual. That's the answer.
What?
They're both the same. One says, I want to redo this room. The other one says, let's go to Lowe's. And they go off together. Men and women don't work. Men are made of dirt. They have no emotions. They don't know what a feeling felt like if they had one. Women always say, I wish you knew how I felt. And men just think, well, let me feel you, baby. Women aren't made of dirt. They're made of...
No, they aren't. The rib.
The rib. The good rib. The
That's
one that
right.
used to go across here and held your belly in. It's a beer bone.
David, are you listening? This is great advice from a legend, Gallagher. Yes.
Yes, it has nothing to do with comedy. It just has to do with life. It's not going to work. It's a trick God pulled on every one of us. He sprinkles you with the desire to want to live in the same house with a woman. A woman doesn't want you in there. You're going to mess things up. Women want the house to look like nobody lives there. That's why you can't go in the living room. Oprah might come by. In fact, you have a formal dining room. Think about this, men. How many formal friends do you have? None! It's not your house. You're not even allowed to open a drawer. You wait till she goes upstairs, right? Then you go looking for your whatever, but she can feel it vibrate through the house. What are you doing in that drawer?
It's true.
It's so true.
He says, I'm looking for my... She says it ain't in there. How do you know? I didn't say... You said mine. None of your stuff's in here. Go on out to the garage. Live in the garage, man. It's quiet out there. Sit in your chair. That's all men get is a chair.
We get
Go
a chair. Oh, it's so
sit in your
true.
Chair. And
My
that's
poor
right
dad.
by the back door.
Paid for everything, got the chair, yes.
Right by the back door, you're one more piss off getting shoved out of the house. If you've ever driven through a residential neighborhood and you notice a really good-looking recliner out by the curb, that guy did one more thing. Now he's looking for somebody that has a truck to pick up his... What do you mean that's so true? We can't talk about untrue things.
Gallagher. You know, I'm not gay, I'm not headed that way, but you and I would make a good gay couple because I think you're hilarious and you think you're hilarious. How good would we be together?
I do not judge myself on my own opinion of comedy. I'm in the service industry. I do jokes that people like. When I don't do a joke if they don't like it, after a, what am I?
But how do you think except for the sex, how do you think we would be as a gay couple? You and me.
A gay couple?
Yeah, gay couple.
Well, why can't we just be a morning team?
Oh, no. Now you're moving into the black guy's territory.
Who said he's moving into my territory? I'm not going nowhere.
No. He does his thing.
You're a Muslim.
Right.
I'm not Muslim. How racist is this, Gallagher? The black guy calling me Muslim.
That is like the pot calling the...
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Gallagher,
Gallagher,
he is black, though.
Can I just say, Gallagher, I want to talk about this. What I think is the most important thing that we need to talk about today.
Okay.
And that
Well,
is
I think
more,
everyone's ready. They're
more
on the
more
edge
rich
of their
black
seat,
Hollywood types need Oscars. I think that's the issue of our day.
I felt terrible when I heard that there was 95% of the Academy was these old white guys.
Yes,
I realized they're never going to pick a black project. They're not getting coming out of Compton
because
they're
all
not even
racist.
See it.
They're all racist. That's
well,
right. Everybody's racist.
Well, aren't black people racist about white people? I mean, aren't
I don't know.
Muslim? I mean, there's a Chinatown for some reason. I don't think they like. There's a Koreatown in a Chinatown, and I mean everybody finds their own neighborhood. Mm-hmm. But
that's why I live in super cool Ultraville. Okay.
I don't know what.
Good. I'm glad I just killed Gallagher's act. Sorry, Gallagher. All right. Gallagher is here. I mean, this is a legend. I love this. This is huge. Love Gallagher.
Now, I've got new titles for Bruce Jenner's show.
We're going to do all of this coming up. We're going to do all of this. Hang on. We're giving away maid service today.
Screwed it up.
I want to. Hey, David.
Yes.
I got good news and bad news. The good news is I feel bad about your heartbreak, and I'm going to buy you lunch or dinner, your choice, and you can either go to the one downtown or you can go to the one in LaGrange. I want to send you over to the great Italian joint, Bella Bacino's. It's on me. I feel sorry for your heartbreak. That's the good news. The bad news is it's for 2, and you just got dumped. So maybe you can find someone new. We got Gallagher tickets. We got Sting and Peter Gabriel tickets. We got maid service to give away from Chemical Free Maid Service. Cowboy Mouth is coming up in a few minutes. New phone scams, sports headlines coming up, and your calls right here at The Loop.
You're listening to Mancow on The Loop. Farting in the mosh pits of morning radio.
Wait.
It's the Mancow.
Are you giving me joke books? Do I need to look through those? Do I need jokes? Is that what you're doing there,
I have
Gallagher?
a wife and a dog, and we just bought a house. We have a new house. It was built in the 20s, but it was flipped in 2014, which means it's haunted, but it has a lovely kitchen backsplash. Actually, we didn't buy a house. A bank bought a house, and I'm allowed to keep my shirts and pants there while I pay it off for 30 years. The woman from the bank came over and she showed me my mortgage broken down month by month for 30 years. And she said, so for instance, this is what you'll pay in July of 2029. And I burst out laughing. I was like, 2029? That's not a real year. By 2029, I'll be drinking moon juice with President Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I'm not going to be writing you a paper check.
All right, Gallagher.
So here's the problem with Bruce Jenner's show. He didn't have a good title. You know, one week, there was Caitlyn was the cover story on 2 different magazines, and it was 2 different Caitlins. You know, just the spelling was different. This confuses. How about this? Father knows breast. That's cute. Wait a minute. How about this one? Cleave it for beaver. I love loosely.
Okay.
How I became your mother.
Okay.
And the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Mancow Muller did not laugh at any of these if you're going to write a complaint letter.
Why would they? What areas? I touched areas that you find off?
That's right, Gallagher.
Oh, my God. I can't believe it.
Gallagher.
What? You're speechless.
No, I'm not. I want to tell you something. How wonderful it is to have you here. You are honestly a real treasure. I'm a big fan. I have been since I was a baby.
I know, but people are driving to work and all that. We have to entertain them with information.
I know. I want to tell you, just because we're losing legends like crazy, you are a comedy legend, and I'm not. It's not lost on me that you're here.
Well, thank you.
It means a lot to me.
I was doing the hard job, face-to-face, entertaining. It ain't easy. I was up there in Milwaukee, and then Dave Chappelle comes and bombs the heck out of my ticket sales. My God, he's doing 8 shows in 4 days because he wants to work out an album or something that he's working. He just decided, they told me a week ago.
Well, I have bad news for you because he's playing Berwyn here the 3rd and 4th. So where are you going to be the 3rd and 4th?
Oh, maybe that's why they canceled me.
No, they did not.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, the Wire Is place canceled me.
What?
Yeah. It doesn't matter. I got other shows. You move along. Look how old I am. I'm used to this.
No, wait. Can my kids see your show?
No. I'm not. I'm going to Detroit, and then I've got Minnesota. It's on my website. They called. He said, the guys, I don't know.
I watched you as a kid like crazy.
I influenced you to go into this business.
Well, you were a big inspiration, absolutely.
Yeah, but I write a good joke. You didn't like my 5 titles for the Bruce Jenner show? Come on, those are good. I use them on a nightly basis.
I did, but if I laugh, I'm out of work.
You're afraid? Freedom of speech. We're allowed to talk about.
That's right.
We owe it to the people to talk about the president.
Tell that to our program director.
We probably shouldn't say that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what we do.
No, it's not right.
Can I do an Obama joke in Chicago?
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah! You want to smash some fruit? Yeah! Black Gallagher doesn't go out like no punk bitch with a mallet. Black Gallagher, bitch!
Did you know the Chappelle joke? Black Gallagher uses a machine gun on the watermelons.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I'd have said that, how terrible would that have been? It's not fair. It is not. There's a double
What's
standard.
not fair?
America's freedom of speech. I tell a couple of lesbian jokes, and and they go up in arms and paint pictures of me and put it on the internet, and then you can't. What can a comedian talk about?
Do you remember early cable? Al, the 14 comedy specials of Showtime aired nonstop. I had these things memorized at one time.
All I wanted to do when I was a kid was see Gallagher, and my mom never
took
took
couch.
me.
The Big Couch was the best. Was that the best one? The Big Couch?
Yes. Yes,
You
it
spent a
shows
lot of
that
mo-
I'm more than just a guy that smashes watermelon.
You spent money on that.
Back then, it wasn't big money, $5,000. I knew this company that made props, and they loved it and had a good time making it. And but I got the idea from my daughter. Now, she has a daughter that jumps on the couch. They all jump on the couch.
Is the couch still around?
No.
Oh.
No, their own couch.
No, because he had a couch. It was like stadium size. Yes.
I made my daughter high heels. You know, all women, even if they're only 5 years old, want to have a good set of heels. And so I had my daughter, I made 100 pairs, and then every little girl that came over to her house would leave with a couple of... The reason I mention this is I'm working on a new project about bisexual dancing, and where you change
You've lost your mind.
No, I haven't. The next thing after a man and a woman dancing together is two women and two men.
Sure.
It's the next step.
Right.
So what have you come up with?
High heels that fold under, so then they're flats. Then when you want your heels, you pull them out. And I need a machine shop in Chicago. I heard you asking for a realtor. Can I have a machine shop?
We need a machine shop in Chicago that will make the prototypes.
Yeah.
Gallagher high heels with a folding heel.
Yeah, you fold in. Yeah,
so
they're called uppities. I already have my name. That's
so when I want to lead, and I'm playing dress up, I can fold the heel. I got it.
Fold your heel down. That's
okay.
Right.
Marcy?
Yes.
Marcy, the listener, I want to bring you on. I want to bring on Gallagher, ladies and gentlemen. Gallagher's here.
I'm changing the world. I have a bucket list on my website of 25 ways of making the world a better place. Nobody's listening to me, but I think I just helped the people up in Milwaukee. They're doing something for the veterans, and I have a wonderful idea for the veterans, and they ate it up.
Marcy, apparently he didn't hear that you're on the phone. But what is going on with the veterans?
I knew Marcy was on your crew in another room. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who is Marcy?
She's a caller, and she's got a problem, and I thought,
all right,
you're very
ahead,
wise,
Marcy.
Gallagher.
Well, I am the smartest guy besides you.
No, stop it.
Come on.
You're brilliant.
I am not smarter than you. I've been listening to you.
You're the original. I'm just some hack doing a stupid radio show.
No,
Marcy.
you're not.
Marcy.
Yes.
Okay, so what's your problem?
My husband recently told me that he wants to buy a motorcycle. I think it's crazy, and I will worry about him because I don't think it's very.
So it's not a money issue, because if it's a money issue, I would tell you to go pound sand or get sand pounded. But Gallagher, motorcycles.
This is the first crack in your relationship. That he's off to do his own man thing, and you finally discover that testosterone and estrogen are very different molecules.
Yes, they are.
And if he doesn't realize what he's doing to you by putting his legs in danger, it's when they're going to have an accident, right? Not if. It's when they're going to have an accident and how it affects her, and he just, I guess, doesn't care. But I'm working on a motorcycle movie also. Really? Yeah, so I mean, I can't talk negative about it because there's plenty of guys that don't care about their women. I'm writing a movie.
We golf to get away from our women, and motorcycles.
I'm meeting with Harley Davidson about my movie. It's about. Will you tell me if you think this? Can we say tit on the radio?
What?
Tit?
You can say tit for tat, and you cannot say in any other form.
Oh, really?
Yes. You could say breast if you're going there.
Oh, well, then my movie's called The Breast Popper. And this guy...
Okay, Gallagher. I need you to focus for just a second so we can say...
I did focus. I told her relationship
Marcy.
is over. Get rid of him. He's done.
Marcy.
This is the beginning of more things he's going to do.
Okay, this is him trying to stretch, and it's fine. But here's the thing.
Right, Kathy?
If he rides without a helmet, get rid of him, and don't have kids with a guy.
Do you have kids, Marcy?
Do you have children?
We already have kids.
Oh, man.
You have another one.
Believe me, I used to be a traffic reporter. I've come across many motorcycle accidents, and none of them ended well.
They are
what else
the
have you
most
come across? gruesome things.
Listen, I saw two on Lakeshore Drive, two on Rice Burners, and went by me.
It's absolutely gruesome.
What do you
mean? Guy only gets a motorcycle to get laid.
But at
That's
least
all
Rom has patched all the potholes in the city, so you won't have that to worry about.
No. Look, I think motorcycles are cool, but driving one without a helmet, probably not someone you should have a baby with. Someone that's that stupid.
Legs. It's legs that are hanging out. I mean, who thought to straddle the motor? Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gallagher.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Let us know what happens, Marcy. Oh, man. Years before Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven. sounds like Stairway to Heaven, doesn't it?
Is this Stairway to Heaven?
It's not Stairway to Heaven.
Wow. Sounds like my son.
Tim, what am I listening to?
Good morning, Mancow. You're listening to a song called Taurus by the band Spirit from 1967. That's a full 5 years, I guess, 4 years before Stairway to Heaven came out.
It's a total ripoff. I mean, if this came out before Stairway to Heaven's a total ripoff. I mean, let's listen to Stairway. Okay, that's Stairway to Heaven. This is Taurus. Tim English joins us. Boy, you're getting mad love from the Chicago Tribune and everyone else. Congratulations. So tell me, is the band called Spirit?
Yeah, Spirit had a song called I've Got a Line on You and Nature's Way. I'm going back to early days of FM radio. Some of your
So did they sue?
The guy who performed and wrote the song we just listened to, Taurus, was a guy named Randy California, who was, I think, about 17 when they recorded that song. And he passed away in the late 90s, drowned. I believe he was out in Hawaii. But his estate, just a couple of years ago, finally brought action against Led Zeppelin over this after all those years. And, of course, it's not the whole of the song Stairway to Heaven, but, it does constitute a good portion of it, maybe a quarter or a third. And that case is now being
it's going on right now. Yeah, wow. Sounds like Teen Spirit rip-off songs and rock and roll. Here is one that you may recognize. Wow. Sounds like the Beatles? No, years before the Beatles. That's Bobby Parker. And, of course, that sounds like I Feel Fine by the Beatles. So did Bobby Parker become fabulously wealthy?
No, he did not. He was still playing. He passed away about a year ago. He was still playing the bars around Washington, D.C.
God. Aww. How about this one? This band played my wedding, my favorite band of all time, the reason I got into radio. The Kinks.
Picture yourself when you're getting on.
We are the preservation, right? What's it with them? We are the Preservation Society. Anyway, here's Picture Book. Stolen by Green Day, he claims.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Damn. Wow.
How about this one? So what came first, Led Zeppelin or Small Faces?
Take a guess.
Well, probably Small Faces because Zeppelin steals
Zeppelin
everything.
stole everything. So was it Small Faces?
Small Faces is from about 66, and that's their cover of a song that Willie Dixon wrote and what Muddy Waters recorded, called You Need Love. Asked about it later, and think of all the copies that Whole Lotta Love sold, and they did eventually have to pay off credit Willie Dixon on the song Whole Lotta Love.
A lot of black Chicago guys got ripped off in rock and roll by Englishmen. Wait. Yeah. So what came first, Small Faces or Zeppelin?
Small Faces.
Wow.
So what came first?
It's like they're not even trying.
Well, that's a cover. But what came first, Tim? Bonnie Tyler or Bon Jovi?
That's an interesting one. Bonnie Tyler came first, but the author of Bonnie Tyler's song is a guy named Desmond Child, who's a very successful professional songwriter.
Yep.
And after that song came out, a few months later, he worked on the Slippery When Wet album and co-authored, basically took that song and retooled it, along with Bon Jovi and Richie Sambora.
Okay, so here we are. Here's when he worked with Bonnie Tyler. If you were a woman and I was a man. Yeah, let's play that game. Right, the Caitlyn Jenner story.
Hey!
Thank you.
I'm
He's
a
had
woman
his
now.
problem his whole life. He didn't know what athletic endeavor to be in. He said, well, I'm a runner. No, I'm a hurdler. No, I want to throw a javelin. No, I want a high jump. No, I want a long jump. Lucky for us, there's an event he could be in. My God, he couldn't figure it out.
Gallagher, ladies and gentlemen.
I hear you, brother.
Appearing in the middle of our conversation. I mean, I love this
He
guy.
can't run in high heels either.
Okay.
It looks terrible. Like size 11 high heels. How stupid is
So
that?
you heard Bonnie Tyler. Now let's hear the same song by Bon Jovi. So, did the Banana Splits steal Tim English, or did somebody steal? What's the Banana Split story?
I have a chapter of real particularly bizarre cases. If you recall the Banana Splits back early 60s, early 70s, Saturday morning cartoon.
Loved it.
Great theme song, and somehow or other, in Bob Marley's 1980 song "Buffalo Soldier," he starts singing the Banana Splits theme in there.
So Bob Marley stole for the Banana Splits.
You know.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Remember the Banana Splits? Yeah. Replayed often when we were kids. Okay, there's the Banana Splits. Okay. Here's Bob Marley. Oh, I don't know.
But
yes, Gallagher.
Don't they study music, and don't they force them with music theory into the chords that are in the same vibration? I mean, how many I'm just making the argument of, do you really expect to find that many new things in music with all the songs that have been written? My God, they're bound to...
People are saying that. People have said that all the great songs have been written.
Well, all the great chord changes, it seems
they've
to
done
me,
them all.
or riffs, I don't know. But I just made a deal with Rush. I sent that... Not Rush. Kansas. I sent him 20 songs. You know, I write songs all day long. Who wants to be who they are? I want to be something else, man.
Yes.
And so,
you could be
I
a girl
got
like
together
Caitlin.
with Kansas and sent him 20 of my songs.
Kansas is in the studio right now, you know. They're in the studio right now recording.
No, they were in St. Petersburg.
Brother, I talked to them the end of last week. They were in the studio recording.
They did a show in St. Petersburg. My manager went down there and gave them the songs.
Well,
Come
in
on.
between, they're recording.
Well, maybe they're recording there. It's a new
I've never
shows
looked at a CD or an album that had a great rock band doing a Gallagher song.
No, I know. Well, not yet. But each one of my shows, a lot of my shows had a song, and people sing them with me, man.
I remember.
They want to sing that, and then Don't Kick My Tires If You Ain't Gonna Drive Me Home. Remember that?
Sure.
You know, in a show, when you're a showman,
Yes.
you add music, costume, and props. These comedians are not taking a clue from my shows. I don't know why.
No, you had an act.
They'll wear
You had an
black
act.
in front of a black curtain, so now they're only hands in a face. I'm so sick of seeing that stupid mistake. Can't they wear something that gives them an outline, gives them some color? I mean, it's so stupid.
What's your favorite Kansas song?
Well,
are you a fan?
No.
Okay.
I'm a fan of Led Zeppelin. You
Tim.
were playing what I write to, man.
Tim.
I'm always angry and on LSD. My son plays the sitar, and he goes to those Iwasaki
Is there money in
things.
playing the sitar?
None.
Okay.
None. It was even my idea.
I'm surprised he wouldn't come out as Gallagher 3.
No, he serves tea.
Okay,
The last
Tim.
thing he wants to do is be me.
Tim.
He wants to be everything that's not.
Tim?
Yes, Mancow.
I'm sorry. This Gallagher comedian keeps jumping in the middle of our interview, but I'm enjoying it. Okay, so let's do a final one here. So what came first, Pee Wee or the Beatles?
Pee Wee Crayton, very obscure song from the 50s, but copied pretty much note for note for the intro of Revolution.
Wow, that's Pee Wee in the 50s. When did the Beatles do Revolution? Was that in the late 60s?
68.
68. Wow. It goes on and on. It's fascinating stuff. Tim, thank you so much for coming on. The book is called Sounds Like Teen Spirit, Stolen Rock Songs, and the Secret History of the Songs You Love.
They finally make some money.
Wait, what?
What's the complaint? They're finally going to get some money. They weren't going to make any money from their obscure song. So they don't all the writers say, "Oh, please do my song, oh please," and then you get a cover or something, right? So here's some money.
Okay,
Shut up, take the money.
Okay, Gallagher, I want to end this interview on a great note.
I was supposed to be on at 8. Do you mean because I came in at 7:15, I'm done?
I want you to stay all day, my friend.
You said you were ending the interview.
No, this guy on the phone. With the guy on the phone.
Oh, no, I like his
Yeah,
book.
no, you're
but
good.
why would you write a book if it's about music? Why didn't you make a video, an audio thing? I'm just sorry. I just judge human behavior. I'm sorry. If it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense.
I was thinking the same thing. But
That's all I just do.
Thank you. I see it. Can you just calm down, Gallagher? Can you do a little bit of the Kick in the Tire song? Just a little bit.
I sit all night beneath the string of lights and watch the cars roll in. I work a lot in parking. If you get the man in charge, I'm him. Now the ladies, they like my uniform. They all give me the eye. They say I'll trade one kiss for parking this. When I say 5, they drive on by. Now don't you kick my tires.
Hey!
If you ain't gonna drive me home, woo! Don't you glance at my handsome chassis. Don't you try to blow my horn. Don't you touch my clutch if you won't do much, but leave me here alone. Honey, don't you kick my tires if you ain't gonna drive me home.
Gallagher!
Yeah!
Woo!
Yeah!
Mancow. Cumulus Station. The Loop. WLUP-FM. Chicago.
Gallagher, this is Kansas. You say you've written a bunch of songs for Kansas.
I watched their show.
Yeah, I do too.
It's on.
They're going to be here in
on
March.
YouTube, and the center of the stage is a guy with more hair than 2 brooms playing a fiddle. And so
awesome.
I only had some songs that were here. Are all my songs? They're in my iPad. I'm ready to go.
Okay, you know the lead singer's Ronnie Platt.
I'm not really well versed in.
Hi there, this is Ronnie Platt of Kansas on the Mancow Show. Carry on, my wayward cow.
The amazing Master Tool Corporation, a subsidiary of Fly By Night Industries, has entrusted who? Me, to show you the handiest and the dandiest kitchen tool you've ever seen. And don't you want to know how it works? Well, first you get out ordinary apple. You place the ordinary apple between the patented pan. Then what do you do, gang? It's simple. You reach for the tool. There's not a slice. There is not a dice. There is not a chopper in a hopper. What could it possibly be?
Sledge-o-matic! Yay!
I know what you're going to say. Gallagher, is it just that easy with lettuce? Yes! It's just that easy. Is it just that easy with a pineapple? Yes, it's just that easy. Now, what about yogurt?
Yogurt.
That's real easy.
Oh, my God, look at Kathy's face. In my mind. So today at 8:40, I'm giving away. Am I supposed to say that or not?
Yeah.
At 8:40, what's happening? I'm giving away a
trip to Orlando.
Okay.
Wow.
Trip for 2 to Orlando, World Center Marriott.
Mm-hmm. So we want you to get out of town and head to Orlando, Florida this winter. It's a trip for 2 to Orlando.
Nice.
And you're going to stay at the World Center Marriott. Mr. T, by the way, a spokesperson for Marriott. Guarantee it. And they're offering endless experiences that are a world beyond compare from visitflorida.com. The warmer side of winter is Florida.
So we'll give you the keyword at 8:40.
There's a keyword at 8:40, and then we'll tell you more coming up at 8:40. So you got 40 minutes to wait. Gallagher, were you a Carlin fan? You always reminded me of Carlin.
Of course, I should have been his writer. I sent him Sledge-o-matic when I wrote the routine. I was a chemist. I didn't need to do this. This is a stupid job. I was the youngest chief chemist. I had my own nitric acid plant before I could drink beer. So, I was doing fine.
Do you do drugs? Do you do drugs now?
Of course I do them every day.
What drugs?
I've had 4 heart attacks. You don't get that from having juice. I'm surprised every morning I wake up. I got to put together a life that only lasts a day. I can't tell anybody. I can't have a relationship with a woman. I might be dead. I can't make a movie. I might be dead. I can't do anything. Everything has to be like.
Are you married now?
No, I'm not married. I told her to go off. You know, I met her when she was 22. We stayed together 16 years, and then I had my second heart attack. I said, go away. I'm an old man, and you don't need to be around this. But she was 39 at that time. I don't know what she's
How long did it take her to find someone else?
She's in Dallas. I don't know. She won't say, tell me anything, which is fine. I don't need to know. We did our thing.
You've had 4 heart attacks now?
Yeah.
Are you afraid of sex, that you might have a heart? Can you have sex after?
No, you can't have sex. I haven't had sex in 2 decades. It had nothing to do with my heart attack.
It explains so much.
What?
It explains so much.
Of course. This is the only thing I get.
Are you out of your mind?
No.
Do you know if you're out of your mind?
No, I am. I have so many ideas for making this world a better place. Do you know a good idea is a burden? It is. I have some wonderful ideas. Nobody's listening to me. Do you know, instead of getting the same wreath to put on our fallen heroes' graves,
yes,
we should, as families, make a special wreath for each one after we looked on a website and saw their personality and their interests and who they were, and make a wreath for them and take it. I told them about that up there in Milwaukee yesterday. They loved it.
That's
just one idea. I'm telling you, I think God's playing jokes on me where he tells me these great ideas. We should have family reunion.
But was God
facilities.
talking about the lesbian heels?
What?
I mean, is that what God
wonderful.
talks? Is that what God talks to you about?
Yeah, well,
because
God
my God
loves
doesn't.
The lesbians, and he wants them to have fun. Sometimes they feel like leading, sometimes they don't.
Because my God doesn't talk to me about lesbian.
You want to hear the song? I'm like a bell, I swing both ways. Under my iron skirt, I have a dinger strikingly risque. Everything about me says I'm gay, gay, gay. I'm like a bell, I swing both ways. Kiki Boots is happening. Have you seen Kiki Boots? I saw it 5 times.
I saw the very first night we sat with Cyndi Lauper. Yeah.
Yes. Well, where's the hit out of that damn thing, though? Come on, Cindy. There's 12 songs. None of them are hit.
You cannot have a musical unless you walk out singing some song. And there's not a song, right?
No,
there's no song will come out tomorrow. Or
what's going on?
Yeah.
And now who is singing? I read where somebody that's not gay and shouldn't be, because the guy that I saw sang great. He was wonderful. But who is doing it now? Do you know who's doing Kinky Boots?
Brother, I try to keep up on these things.
I read it in the trash magazine yesterday. I can't remember, but I said that doesn't fit.
I don't think I finished it. I don't think I sat through the whole thing. I thought it was awful.
Really? I loved it.
Yeah, really? I hated it.
Oh, my God. That second act I thought was great.
No.
I have a question for
guess I should have
Gallagher.
stayed for it, yes.
Gallagher, do you want to kick Carrot Top's ass? Because during the commercial, I heard you make a comment.
No, you shouldn't say that.
It's family.
Maybe he didn't want that broadcast.
He lived down the street from
He stole your act.
Of course he did. They did it on purpose. I had the rights to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie. So, with my manager, we negotiated the deal with the Chinese Mafia, Golden Harvest. Well, we had 15 points on the first 3 movies. This is unheard of. I made a 50-50 deal with Eastman and Laird, the guys that created it. They couldn't sell it.
Yeah, I know.
Because Paramount had just made the Cabbage Patch and Doll movie,
which flopped,
and wouldn't put it out. It was $50 million, so nobody wanted to. But I thought, hey, let's go over there. They killed Bruce Lee. They'll need a star.
We'll give them Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, give them Ninja Turtles. It's a karate.
You made
movie.
a ton of money, didn't you?
No, Gary took the money, and so I got mad at him, and I said, well, I want to be the producer. So the movie comes out, I'm sitting with my son, and we're going to see Brought to You by Gallagher, which is good enough, because I had money, and instead it was Gary's name.
Your manager.
Yeah,
he stiffed you.
Now I got the money and he got the credit, so I got pissed.
So then he took your act and gave it to this upstart Carrot Top.
You fool around, and he says, well, I'm going to go get Scotty down the street, and we're going to do 18 to 24 because you're old, you're over with. And, and that's
that
what
hurts you
did.
to tell this story.
Huh?
It hurts.
No, it doesn't. I was dead. I get another day of life. Every day is fun. Nothing matters to me.
Gallagher.
What?
There was pain in your face when you told that story.
No. Not one joke. Let me tell you, you respect a comedian if you want to steal his joke. There's not one joke Carrot Top does that I want in my show. So I don't care.
And then what about, and then your brother stole your act?
No, I was tired of loaning him money, so I said, why don't you just go to small clubs? I'm never going to. I can do maybe two big shows in a state, like Kansas, Oklahoma. There's 50 states. That's 100 shows. I'm never going to a little town in Kansas. Go to the Holiday Inn, rent the ballroom, do the show. Well, people started telling him he was the fastest rising comedian in show business.
Was he good?
No.
Did he do your act very well?
Yeah, all you have to do is say my jokes. They're good jokes. I'm a good writer.
Right.
See, I write jokes. I made Jim Stafford famous. I wrote for him.
I don't like spiders and snakes, right?
Yeah, but before that, we had the first song about homosexuals, My Girl Bill.
My Girl Bill, I remember that.
Yeah, Bill walked me to my door last night and said, before I go, there's something about our love affair you have a right to know. Yeah, it was very hard in those days.
Did you write Spiders and Snakes?
No, but I fixed the tape machine so he could listen to the what do they call it when you turn in a song, a rough song? Well, anyway, the Bellamy brothers wrote it.
Yeah.
But it used to go, I used to live a long time ago, don't ask me how I know, I just did. Because they were smoking, see, and they were in this shed in Dade City, Florida, and then they got to the hook, and Jim says, I like the hook, I'm going to rewrite the verses. And so that's what he did.
I'm so confused. Are you guys confused?
A little bit.
Okay, so Gallagher, your brother ends up with your act. He's playing small gigs.
I told him to do it.
Okay.
So he made $100,000. Now I don't have to loan him $100,000.
Okay, so he's
very smart.
Wait. He billed himself as Gallagher too.
I made that up.
Okay,
it was my idea.
Right. But then he started going out as Gallagher. It wasn't good enough, right?
No, they decided that if they charged 22 instead of 12, then the audience wouldn't know it wasn't me.
Did he look like you?
He looks a little bit like me, but every night I meet a guy that looks more like me than him.
Were your mother and father involved?
Yes, they cared about my little brother, the baby.
Why can't he be a star?
I had to babysit his ass my whole life.
Is he dead right now? Or is
but he might as well be.
Gallagher, why can't he be a star, right?
I mean, all you have to do is write.
Right?
All you have to do is create
No, but I'm
jokes.
saying I can just hear your mom and dad.
Yes.
Why can't you be the star?
No, my mom is. Yeah. Why do you have to fight over it? It's like it's a toy on the floor, you know.
Fame.
Let him
your career.
Yeah, I know.
Something he stole from you.
I got people who love me that I'm not related to, so I got a bigger family. I met some wonderful people in Milwaukee last night.
How sad.
No, what do you think? I stay with them. I get on the radio and I say, I don't have a place tonight. I'm sick and tired of these hotels. And then people call in. I go over to their house.
Gallagher, I have a guest room.
Yeah.
You're welcome to stay at my house tonight.
All right, great.
Oh, God.
Gallagher's still here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gallagher.
Is that a TV show?
Get your feet off the
be
coffee
awesome.
table, Gallagher. How many times do I have to tell you? Get your feet off the coffee table.
Gallagher, you're going to have to get a job. It's been 2 years. Dun, 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 dun.
Mr. T comes over for lunch.
Oh! Yeah, Mr. T was at my house all weekend. He's awesome.
I do fine.
He just disappeared. He's back.
Why are you putting your coat on?
Are you leaving?
No, I thought I'd have it on. Why?
You're not having a heart attack again, are you?
No,
Okay.
I feel fine. I'm full of piss and vinegar.
How many people make it through 5 heart attacks?
That's what I tell the audience. I say I've had 4 heart attacks, and that adds excitement to this show. It does. Because I'm not supposed to be upset, and then, of course, I act upset. This is all an act.
Your hair color is different, but you don't
but
look...
it's natural. If I try to dye it, it looks so pitiful.
But you don't look any different. You don't
look exactly
you
the
don't
same.
look bad.
My spirit is young. I have the same spirit I had then. I just avoid mirrors. If I avoid mirrors, I don't know I'm old.
Do you believe in an afterlife?
Yeah, I shouldn't because my dad screwed around with me his whole life, and he's dead now. So I know that if you could screw around, like be a ghost or fart around with people, then he would have. He'd be doing it right now.
I believe in afterlife. I don't believe in ghosts.
Well, I don't know.
When we're dead, we don't hang out here. We go someplace.
I
One of two
believe that
places.
comedians are giving me ideas just to see me butt my head up against the wall of the world that won't listen to me.
What does it take to become a comedian? I've known a lot of you guys, and you're pretty miserable off mic and off air.
No, I'm
not
a
you,
writer.
not you. I'm talking about like Robin Williams killing himself, and pretty. Do you have to? Does there have? If you're Ray Romano said on the show once, had he been hugged a few more times by his father, he would have been accountant Ray Romano and not comedian Ray Romano. Did you have enough love in your life?
That's not correct.
Okay, well, tell me.
People are either funny or they're not. They have an aura around them. You don't get an aura because your dad didn't hug you. You have an aura because you have your protoplasm sparkles.
I have a stretched out aura.
You do. Well, look.
Long weekend.
Dave?
You wanted to be a comedian.
Dave, hello. I could never do it.
Why?
Dave, hello. Dave, what's up?
Good morning.
What would you charge me to...
I would fix it. We would work on a routine.
Okay.
And then you would come
you guys
out.
hear this? This is a TV show.
You would come out. Right, right. I want to have that kind of a reality show.
Okay.
It's called Gallagher's Comedy Club and...
Well, I would want to call it the
and
Mancow
Wedding
Show.
Chapel. In
and
the
Real Small
daytime,
with
there's
Gallagher.
no reason what? You wouldn't want to call it Gallagher's Comedy Club?
No, I mean, we call it Mancow and Gallagher's Comedy Club, I think.
Why don't people ever go, holy man cow?
They do. They do. What do they say when they say...
Holy man cow.
Mufo. They say I'm one bad mufo. I've heard that. Dave, hello. Welcome to the program.
Instead of holy cow.
Yeah, how you doing?
No, people say holy man cow. Yeah, come on, Harry Carrytown. Yeah, what's up, Dave?
So I wanted to just say thank you to to Gallagher, because
I
years
get it
ago,
all the time.
we were visiting San Francisco, and we were just hanging out in one of these hotel lobbies, and in walks Gallagher. And I was like, wow, what are you doing here? And he goes, I'm here to do a show across the street. Are you going? And I go, we're from out of town. We had no idea. So he writes on a piece of paper, complimentary tickets. And we go to the show right down the street, and this guy crushed it.
Oh, he's awesome.
2+ hours. He was awesome.
Great memory, huh?
Oh, it was great. And we had such a great time, and it was so cool and very generous.
Now, this usually ends with your face in the pillow and you're getting...
I was holding my
Let me
breath.
ask you this.
Because I'm rude to people if they're stupid.
It's kind of a Cheerios question, but did you end up with the nut? Okay. Let's go to
you can say that, but I'm off color? I don't get that.
It's
very confusing,
Honey Nut
Gallagher.
Cheerios. There's weird rules here. Turd, hello. Turd, what's up? Hey.
How you doing? What's going on? Love the show.
Thank you, brother.
Hey, a quick story. Star Plaza went and saw Gallagher a few years back.
Star Plaza Gallagher. Yes.
Yeah, I was completely hammered. He asked me how much it takes for me to leave. I said $100. He got off the stage, handed me a $100 bill, and security escorted me out the building, kicked me out.
I've heard that is a famous story.
That's awesome.
That is a famous story.
He was being selfish. He cared more about himself and what he thought the show was supposed to be than everybody else. And so what? Everybody gave me the $100. I get their money, right?
So
it's not my money. It's the people's.
So people chipped in.
No, I gave him the money.
You gave this guy we know
$100. Get out of here! And then it was better in there. All of a sudden, it was the vibe was better. You have to be able to inhale. The drunks always talk when you're inhaling. They can see the opportunity.
So you mean to tell me I can go to a Gallagher show and make $100 for being an a-hole?
Right. That's right.
Mancow. Kids on the internet call it trolling.
Yes.
We call it the Mancow. On the loop.
Any interest in the OJ movie?
No.
Gallagher?
Absolutely.
No from you.
No.
Gallagher's
really?
here.
The People versus O.J. Simpson?
Looks awesome.
It looks awesome.
The best line of the year. There will be no other line this year that's as good, I can't imagine. I'm not black, I'm OJ. That's the best line. Angel Parker plays one of OJ's lawyers. How are you, Angel?
I'm great. Good morning, guys. I'm excited to talk with you.
Well, look, I watched Fargo, which I thought was the best show of last year, and Fargo, the TV show, and it was endless advertising, so I've been brainwashed into at least giving the first episode a try. It's getting great reviews. It starts tomorrow night. What can you tell us about it?
Well, it's good. You're not going to be disappointed, I can tell you that. It's not a documentary. This is a real show about this time in our culture, so it's fantastic.
How many? Is it a 10-episode series?
It's a 10-episode mini-series, anthology series, as they call it. So next season will be a whole new trial, a whole new case, a whole new story. But this one is one of the biggest that we could have possibly started with. So why not come out with a bang?
And the casting in this has been spectacular. Cuba Gooding Jr. should win an Emmy for this. He is O.J. Simpson.
Well,
in this, I mean,
he'll win one now for sure.
You can tell that he's
He'll
taken
get one now.
He's taken a
So
lot
the
of
guy
time
playing Johnny Cochran,
learning his voice cadence and his mannerisms, and just, I mean, it's really quite uncanny. And Marsha Clark, dead ringer. Christopher Darden, dead ringer.
Yeah.
Alan Dershowitz, dead ringer. Johnny Cochran, dead ringer. It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
How's Travolta in it?
Travolta overacts a little bit.
Travolta's Travolta.
I think Travolta's
Okay.
Travolta.
Right.
I just watched the Avengers.
But you guys are forgetting. You
Yes.
guys are
And
forgetting
he plays
Robert
Shapiro.
Shapiro. Do you
He plays
remember
Shapiro.
Robert Shapiro?
Of course.
Of course,
We
Shapiro.
dined with Robert Shapiro.
Yeah, we went to Benihana with Shapiro, and they all were
He's
like,
too tall. You can't be Shapiro. He's too tall.
Who?
Travolta. Shapiro was little.
yeah, well, what are you going to do?
Well,
You-
and
you-
OJ was big, and neither is Cuba, so you know you might have to have a little
That's
bit of
why
creative
Chloe's
license.
tall.
we have the guy that wrote it. What's that?
That's why Chloe's tall. It
Yeah.
wasn't Shapiro.
You better believe that's right.
Hello.
Yeah, obviously. Okay, let's. Jeffrey Toobin, welcome to the program.
Mancow, how are you?
Great, and we have on Angel Parker, who is in the miniseries. She's on the phone right now with us.
Angel is not in the miniseries. She is great in the miniseries.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, Tube. How you doing?
What'd she call him, Tube?
Mancow, you're living up to your reputation.
What reputation?
There's no reputation.
What reputation, Toobin?
It's all hearsay.
Let's go a little highbrow here. I'm not trying to get laid.
Okay, all right. I have no idea what he's talking about. The best-selling book is called The Run of His Life, The People vs. O.J. Simpson. The TV show is called The People vs. O.J. Simpson. My first day in Chicago to start this job, I remember because it was the day of the Bronco chase. So,
wow.
yeah.
That's quite a day to start.
And that's essentially an entire episode. The second episode is the Bronco chase.
How many
Have
episodes
you
did you
seen all
see?
10 hours?
No, I've seen the first 3.
How?
What's my name, baby?
Well, let me tell you what this means. This means
What's
that
my name?
This means I got sent the miniseries and he watched it. That's what that means. Okay. Mr. Toobin, how are you? Senior analyst for CNN worldwide. I bet he's a Trump fan.
I'm a journalist. I'm view the election with scrupulous objectivity.
How true to your book is the movie or the miniseries?
It is very true to the spirit of my book. It is not a documentary. It is not a word-for-word recreation of the trial. It's a dramatization, so there are some liberties taken, but it's just brilliant and entertaining and smart and funny in places. I think people will get a great kick out of it.
I can't wait. Thanks for coming on, and thank you as well, Angel, who's great in the miniseries. Okay. Yes. All right. Gallagher is here with us. What is this recording?
Let's start off with a big round of applause. It's a big day. Round of applause. Big day. Come on. Round of applause. Big day. There we go. Hey, okay. Here we go. A 1, a 2, a 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
This is obviously from a live broadcast.
Happy birthday, dear OJ. Happy birthday to you. Hey, OJ. Happy 68th birthday. OJ. OJ. Yeah.
Bring it. And now, it's Mancow's In Your Face Sports with the Uptown Funker, Al Roker Jr.
Open wide for Chunky.
Gallagher, I bet you're excited about the Super Bowl, though, the 50th Super Bowl.
No, I wrote a poem about how we need to spend less time on this.
How's it go?
And they jerk us around.
How's it go?
I kick football, took possession of my life. It's on my website.
Well, do a little bit of it now. You did a little bit earlier. Do it again.
No, I already did that.
In
part.
10 minutes, we're giving away a trip to Florida. How cool is that?
Nice.
You won't do it
Really
again?
exciting.
We got new people joining us all the time, Gallagher.
I kicked football, took possession of my life. I intercepted my existence. Now I scrimmaged with my wife. Because let me tell you about my woman. Let me tell you why she's proud. Since we kicked the football habit, we don't have to talk so loud. Now we're talking to each other, sometimes even face to face. Now I watch her shift her backfield and I try to guess her plays. I'm catching all her passes and we're going down and out. I'm scoring more than dream teams, moving more than Donald's mouth. I kicked football and I'm on my feet again. It was a close game all the way, but I was home and had to win. For the first few days I got the shakes and was going to turn back on. I was hallucinating draw plays, halfback options and long bombs. My dreams were green with hash marks and they replayed in my brain. Once I even tried to screw the TV cable in my vein. But I'm okay now. I'm proud to be a footballaholic cured, except when I see a TV set, and then I ain't so sure that I kick football. So anyway, it goes on like that. But
I could handle another 20 minutes of that.
No,
That was-
you can't.
Bulls trying to go 2 for 2 in L.A. this time at the Staples Center to take on the Clippers.
If you
and they
can,
were,
the Clippers, yeah.
Yeah, and the Bulls inconsistent once again
Yeah.
after blowing out the Lakers the other night.
Well, who
they get
couldn't?
blown out by
Come
the
on.
Clippers 120-93.
I love Gallagher interrupting him instead of me. This is great. Nothing
I'm used
pisses
to
him
it.
off
It doesn't,
more.
you know. Tonight they're in Salt Lake City to play the Jazz. 2 All-Star games. First, the NHL All-Star game in Nashville. Patrick Kane representing the Blackhawks.
Lost his balance, Case. Oh, my. It's Scott and Kane.
Well, Scott chirped him before, and then Kane went right after him after he got steamrolled in the neutral. That's awesome. Listen to the crowd.
They get into a little fake fight there that the crowd loved. Doc Emmerich there on NBC Sports Network. A new 3-on-3 format. Journeyman enforcer John Scott, who's not even in the NHL right now, voted in by the fans as a joke, scored twice for the Pacific Division during the team's first minigame. He's your MVP as the Pacific beat the
that's
Atlantic 1-0. And then the Pro Bowl in Hawaii, the only bear to make it, Kyle Log. Seattle QB Russell Wilson throws 3 touchdown passes. Team Irvin beats Team Rice 49-27. It was a great event featuring all of the NFL's best players. Usually when you see that many NFL stars in one thing, it's a Kardashian. Sports brought to you by the Craft Eye Institute. Visit crafteye.com. KRAFFEYE.com.
Gallagher's not
That's
amused.
Mancow's In Your Face
Yeah.
Sports on
Now,
97.9 The Loop.
here's the deal.
At least just don't talk over the sponsor.
What was the sponsor? I didn't hear it.
Craft Eye Institute.
KRAFF.
KRAFFEYE.com.
You know, here's the thing. Had you done that on a giant couch, it would have been hysterical.
There
to
you
Gallagher.
go.
But he wasn't. I thought that was going to get a laugh out of Gallagher.
Wasn't there a Kardashian in Star Wars? What was he called? What
Jabba
is
the
that
Hutt.
guy's? No, it's called
was Chloe.
something Kardashian. Called Grigian. What is? Isn't there a guy
I
that's
have no
like
idea.
a Kardashian there?
No.
Yeah, there
Lando
is one.
Calrissian?
There you go.
Lando Calrissian. That's not a
That's so
Kardashian.
different.
That's a stretch.
Come on. What? It's
Hey,
a
hey,
stretch.
Al, what do you think of this from the 76ers game?
Lubricated, or is it just perpetually in ice? Because it's got to get stiff from jacking it that many times. Holy cow.
What are they talking about there?
Lubricated, or is it just perpetually in ice? Because it's got to get stiff from jacking it that many times. Holy cow.
No, honestly, what is he talking about?
Probably a sore elbow
Oh, okay.
from throwing
All
up
right.
so many jump shots.
All right, it's got to get stiff from jacking it. A woman
What else
in
could it be?
a woman in Florida, always in Florida, and we're giving away a trip to Florida here in 10 minutes.
Nice. You can join the way
We'll
of the
tell you how.
crazies.
We'll tell you how you can win in 10 minutes. Okay.
Right.
A woman got caught trying to shoplift a pair of pink bachelorette furry wrist cuffs
Okay.
for her bachelorette party. They took her out in the real handcuffs. Iowa caucuses tonight. So Trump is expected to win, and which means America will win.
Hey, you know how the candidates are like the Russians?
No, tell me, Gallagher.
They're both trying to control the Caucasus.
No, that's good comedy.
Huh? Who's ever made a double meaning of Caucasian of the
That's
Caucasus?
awesome.
Isn't it? Who does that? Let me tell you the smartest
Bravo,
joke.
Mr.
Let me tell you
Gallagher. Bravo.
Can I tell the smartest joke?
Yes.
Our former vice president now claims not only to have invented the internet, but the formulas that underlie the internet. That's why they're called algorithms. Hey, now!
You know, Gallagher, I went on a safari.
Yeah.
And a lion jumped out at me like
Yeah.
this. Ah!
Yeah.
And I pooped my pants.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just now. Yeah. That's an old joke.
Now we have a comedy hole.
Damn!
Oh.
Gallagher doesn't like anyone's comedy.
Okay, how about this one? Why don't the Chinese have a Facebook?
Why?
Because it'd just be one picture.
Not funny, Gallagher.
Yeah,
Why don't they
You don't like
have
my
a
jokes?
Wal-
I don't like yours.
Why don't they have a Walmart in Iraq?
Why?
They're all targets.
Hey!
That's a good one.
I like that.
You can tell jokes. Just tell a joke. These comedians should just tell a joke.
No, but I told one, and you gave me the cold shoulder, and it hurt. It hurts. It hurts. You're one of my comedy heroes.
You think there's a joke that he hasn't heard?
I from telling the
That's
truth.
the thing.
What you like about me is I tell you the truth.
Okay, let me ask you this one. Do you know why monkeys have big nostrils? No, that's not the joke, Gallagher. Now you're just pandering to the host. She makes me feel cheap.
No, why do monkeys have big nostrils?
Big fingers.
No. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, tough crowd.
the giggle.
Do you know what time the Japanese go to the dentist?
No.
2:30.
Thank you, Gallagher. Maybe that one killed that one off and buried it.
A joke should tell the truth. The best jokes are ones that tell the truth and have a funny picture or a word play.
Do you have any black jokes? I'd like to hear a black joke.
Do you know the toughest? You know the toughest job in China?
What?
A police sketch artist.
See, that's the same joke, isn't it?
Oh, I tried.
Yeah,
you just stole his Facebook joke. Gallagher, do you have any black jokes?
Black joke. No, see, I asked for the black joke,
let's
not you. No, I want to hear a black joke. Please.
No.
It's okay. I'm also racially profiled.
I'm black. I'm asking for a black joke. I'm making a request.
Don't do it, Gallagher.
It's like when people call up here and ask for Stairway to Heaven. I'm just making a request.
All right. Riley Cooper got in trouble because he went to this bar. You know Riley Cooper?
Yep, the racist eagle.
Right. He went to this bar and he used the N-word. Then he went back to football practice. Well, of course, all the N's were pissed. But he's changed his career anyway. His manager's got him now a contract with Nabisco. He's going to represent all the crackers. Hey, now! I dug my way out of that one.
I didn't laugh at that. No, you're not going to laugh at mine. I'm not laughing at it.
Roker and Kevin like that.
I don't want a pity laugh.
I do.
No.
Any Mexican jokes go?
Of course I do.
Are you trying to end the show? What are you trying to do?
I have a lot of Mexican jokes during my show because there's no Mexicans in my show. There's plenty for the cleanup, but not at the beginning.
No, Gallagher. No, we don't do that. This is the modern era.
Okay.
Do you have a Greek joke? I'm Greek now.
Do you know how they practice safe sex in Iraq?
No.
They put X's on the camels that kick.
Oh.
Damn.
Wow.
See?
Well,
you ain't paying him, are you?
Can you give me $100 and I'll give you the show? I'll leave. Honestly.
You might.
We're also going to give you a chance to vote coming up here. Should the goat that makes weird noises replace Al doing sports?
Think you know the answer? Call the cow now at
What is the mystery movie?
312-591-ROCK or 591-ROLL. That's 312-591-ROCK or 591-ROLL. The
okay with this
Mancow
joke,
Mystery
Al?
Movie.
By the way,
I asked for it.
Okay.
you might want to put on a bathing suit because you'll be channel surfing in no time.
It's the Mancow Morning Show podcast, which means you can't call in. Well, you can, but you're going to end up talking to some part-time board op with a speech impediment. Listen live for the real deal. Weekday mornings 5:30 to 9:30 on The Loop.
Alex, hello. What's the mystery movie?
Cable guy, Mancow.
Brother,
your show.
we are giving you 4 front row seats to the Gallagher show in Berwyn.
I'm not doing that show.
What?
It's not happening. It's canceled.
What?
Oh.
I'll come out to his house. Where does he live?
This is the Mancow. Able to plug in an HDMI cable without even looking. The Mancow on The Loop.
All right, Gallagher used to work in this building?
Yeah.
The Merchandise
I
Mart in
worked for
Chicago.
Allied Chemical. My territory was going to be St. Louis, and they were selling Baker and Adamson reagents, and these are the highly purified little bottles that are on the shelf in every chemistry lab, and that's what you use.
Out of this building?
Yeah. Yeah, and that was the beginning of the semiconductor business, and they were selling now highly purified chemicals.
So before you got into comedy, you were a chemist.
That's right.
And you got in trouble because you brought in a machine gun and acted like you were going to shoot people? You were kidding around?
I cleared out the secretarial pool. And then the doors on the outside started opening up, and then they realized that it was Gallagher. And I didn't know I was a comedian, and so it ruins your life. But of course, this happens in school. You're always in trouble for calling out or making everybody laugh. But then when they want an MC for the school play or something, they come and get you.
Right. Yeah.
Right. But up until then, you're supposed to shut up. What they did to me in high school was to just give me 2 hours. They just said, you can go to the library for 2 hours and write a report. And so
just to get you out of the way.
That's right. They got me out of there. I got expelled the last day of high school at HB Plant High School in Tampa, Florida. On the last day, the day you're just supposed to sit around and do nothing, I got kicked out. They didn't know. And my name, the top 30, it was a 600 class graduating. My name, I was in the top 30, but my name began with a G. I was the 16th in the highest group of the smart kids. So I led one of the groups of 300 into the football stadium, and they kicked me out. And so they had no leader. And that was just another part of my life. I used to get in trouble for acting smart. And I told the dean, I'm not acting. I am this smart.
But you say you're smart a lot. Do smart people need to say how smart they are all the time? I think you're insecure. I think you're maybe.
I am not.
I think
insecure.
you maybe fear you're not smart.
I'm frustrated that the world won't listen, and I want to do some project that Oprah doesn't finance. And I'm sick and tired of the men in this world forget that they come from a family. When I tell them about my family reunion project, they all talk about a single-use building that they don't want to take a risk on, and But
I'm confused what you're talking about now.
Oprah would do it. I have a design for families to have their own building for having a family reunion of 40.
You want to have a family reunion hall in every city?
Yeah, at every baseball or basketball auditorium. Do you know who?
So like a
rented
wedding hall, but people would hold family
bedrooms.
reunions.
Sleep where you drink. Right now, we don't have drunk driving just for that reason alone.
And don't you own Gravity too?
Oh, I do sleep.
You own Gravity or something?
I own the look of Gravity. When something comes down of your screen and comes to the pay line, the pay line is like the end of a whoop-de-doo for BMX or skateboards or whatever when they come down and zoom up into the air. Then it freezes frame. And that's what has to match for a slot machine. And so while the kids are playing, they can watch
own
X
Gravity.
Game. I own the look of Gravity and the fact that the pay line is in the picture and not in front of the picture.
I think he's insane.
I am not. Look on my website and you'll see.
What is the website,
crazy.
Gallagher?
The world is crazy for not listening.
Listen. You listen. I want to ask you why every day we have these great stories from Florida. What is it about Florida that they're all weirdos? And you're from Florida.
That's right.
So I want to know if this headline is true or false, and this is for a trip to Florida.
Okay.
Man trying to time travel plows car into Florida businesses. Text Florida to 312979 to play Florida headlines and get a trip to Florida, maybe. Okay. So you text Florida. You know how to spell Florida? FLORIDA to 312979
or 312979.
That's what I said.
I know, but it's easier.
Okay. Man trying to time travel plows car into Florida businesses.
James.
Yeah. So is it true or false, your trip to Florida? Why are so many crazy people from Florida? What is it about the place?
Well, it ain't the locals. It's all these people that come down from up north. It's Pennsylvania and upstate New York, just weirdo, West Virginia. I worked for the governor, the first Republican governor, Claude Kirk. I sent him a telegram once I got a
telegram is like a text, guys. But
that's why I got hired. I asked
and Gallagher, by the way, created texting.
You
created texting?
Well, I got hired by this black guy. Mitch Dasher was given a political plum from the governor for his support at the University of Florida. He was the president of the Black Student Union at Gainesville. And so
Is there a white student union?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
See, once again.
Is there an Asian student union?
Yes.
Oh, there is. Okay. Well,
yeah, they have
good
that.
for them.
So anyway, I sent a telegram. I said, I have 1 degree, 2 idle hands, 3 fields of interest, and a paid-for Ford. How about a job? And they called me and said, we have a job for you. So I get up there, and it's Mitch Dasher. Now, the reason I mention his name is...
I'm lost. What are we talking about?
His being working for the governor of the state of Florida.
That's what we're talking about? Okay, so did you end up working for the governor?
What I wanted to point out was that his dad was a famous black baseball player.
No.
And he Mitch Dasher would be famous.
Al, and who is it? Who are we talking about? Do you know?
No.
Al doesn't even know either.
Black leagues. And
in the Negro Leagues.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every time we go around to a government agency, they say, "I saw your dad play baseball," and then Mitch would look at me pissed that he wasn't like famous because his dad played in the big leagues, and so that's how I learned about.
Satchel Paige is coming up later on the show today, so that's kind of cool.
He's not alive.
Let's go to Fred. Fred, how are you? Fred, you able to follow this show today? Because I'm not.
Oh yeah, it's very interesting. I'm sitting here listening to how brilliant Gallagher really is.
Okay. Well, good. Cowboy Mouth, one of my favorite bands. I don't miss the shows. You're going to be playing here Saturday.
Saturday night at the Bottom Lounge in the great city of Chicago, Illinois.
It's a great venue.
Everybody
It's
says
awesome.
that. I'm sure I've been there, right?
It's over on Lake in Ogden.
Uh-huh.
It's a great place.
What else is near there?
La Luce, Macello.
Hmm?
It's by Transit.
Is that the old Cobra Lounge?
No, Cobra Lounge is still on.
Right by the
train
tracks. Wait a minute. Can I write songs with this guy?
Yes.
Cowboy Mouth?
I'd love to write songs with you, Gallagher. I would love to write songs with you.
I've got a song. It's kind of a rap about the 4 of the 10 commandments because 10 is too much negativity. It's just, and so I've written just about 4 of them: lying, stealing, hurting each other, and honoring your parents. And
what about the adultery one? That's gone. I like your 4 commandments better.
No, I got rid of that one. There's too much coveting, and you can't do this and that and the other. But, so I just focused on for kids. So I need the music to it. Can I come over and we work on it?
I would love it. I'll see you Saturday.
He's serious, but he's sitting in New Orleans.
Can I come there today?
He's in New Orleans. He's in New Orleans.
Oh.
Okay.
I'll send you the words.
Okay. I'll
Do you have his email?
Yeah, I have everything. Did you invent email too?
Everything?
Cowboy Mouth means one with a loud and raucous voice. They sell out all over the world. One of the great live bands you'll ever see. Honestly.
Nice.
Saturday night. You going?
Oh,
We're going?
yeah.
Okay.
No,
I believe in the chance of love at first sight. That your life doesn't always have to be a fight. And if you do it at all,
It is a party.
right. I believe in the power of love. I believe
Oprah says she's very proud that she can only eat 10 potato chips a day, but of course, chip to her is a whole potato. Does Weight Watchers with Oprah make you want to do Weight Watchers more?
Yes, I love Oprah. I will do anything
it's not.
that Oprah
Did that
says.
sound like
for you, dude.
Did that sound?
Yeah, it makes me think it doesn't work because she never loses weight.
It's not supposed to appeal to you.
Did you hear
or
that?
Me
Did you
or
hear that?
anybody else?
Did you hear how brainwashed she sound though? Yes, I love Gallagher. I love Oprah. What is Gallagher doing?
He's pulling up some stuff on his iPad.
I'm looking at my poems and things.
Okay.
I have hundreds.
Yeah, you sure do. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I know it.
All right.
Can I pull up a random one?
I bet they're all good.
Okay, that one.
Today is the beginning of Black History Month, or as the voters for the Oscars call it, February. Every single hamster in the world descended from 2 pairs of hands.
Gallagher's reading a poem to me.
That's beautiful.
Go ahead, Gallagher.
No.
Let's hear it.
Finally, an older guy in here that doesn't want to have sex with you. If he has sex with you,
It's
you would
about
kill him.
people driving to work. We want to entertain them in their cars. They're stuck in traffic.
Gallagher.
What?
If you could have sex,
Yeah.
would you like to? Do you miss it?
Yeah.
You would end up like John Entwistle, right?
Entwistle.
Yes.
I don't know what that means.
He was from The Who. He was nailing a girl, and he had a heart attack and died.
See, I don't want that to happen. That's terrible.
But what a way to go. What a way to
Well,
go.
don't you think I think of that all day long when I'm doing something embarrassing or
Yes.
stupid, and they'll say, comedian Gallagher died today while he was doing joint one time.
You just cursed. It's okay. You were smoking a joint one time.
Laying under this truck because the wind was blowing, and I got to the wide part where the transmission was, and I thought, what if they find me now under a truck?
Getting high.
But I'm backstage, and there was nothing, and I was trying to be discreet.
Since you were a chemist and you worked in this building in the merchandise department in the middle of Chicago, when you worked here in that era, were you also making drugs? Did you ever make like
no,
LSD?
I didn't make drugs until no, I did it previous to being here when I was
Is LSD
Florida.
tough to make?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Do you still do LSD?
No, I can't find it.
Do great ideas come to you when you're doing LSD?
No.
Can't you make your own LSD?
Every time I did LSD, I decided I didn't like my friends and I didn't like my major. So I would get rid of my friends and change my major. And it was driving me crazy. So I learned how to limit the dosage. So it was more like a mescaline thing. I did LSD first. See, I'm in the 60s.
Do you recommend LSD to everybody?
Yes.
We could open it up to the listeners and get
Instead
Gallagher
of
some LSD.
smoking,
That's
the
what we did with
smoking
Chip
hurts
for
your
weed.
lungs.
Do you want to do LSD? I can get you LSD before it's 8:50. I can get you LSD by 9 a.m. today. He just pulled out a huge stack of money.
591 roll if you have LSD.
He just took out his wad.
Every time I get stoned or crazy, I write a poem. I love writing my poems.
Okay, Gallagher, listen. If someone right now, listen to me. Gallagher.
What?
Come back. The
I
mic's
think
over.
he answered your question.
That's it?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
that, yeah.
So if somebody right now wants to trip with you after the show.
Yes.
Are you open for that?
Yeah, I don't have a show till Saturday in Detroit. I'm thinking I need to beat this storm that's supposed to go there
Just
on
stay
Tuesday.
here. Just stay here.
I can't just stay till after the storm and go later.
Okay, because, doing LSD is a commitment. And you don't know who's going to call the show, but you're willing to make a commitment. Are you going to
I'm going to limit the amount. We're going to cut it,
Mm-hmm.
and so I don't go that far. But
Okay.
I love it. Don't you? I mean, come on.
I know.
Last night I was watching that guy on Politically Incorrect. What's his name?
Bill Maher?
Bill Maher. Yeah, he said drugs are popular because they're fun. He was talking. He told the guy he'd used booger sugar. I'd never heard that one before either. Bill Maher embarrassed the hell out of me, worse than anybody ever. I was on his show one time.
I was
and
on
he
it a
said-
couple of times.
And I said, "What the people need to do?" And he interrupted me and said, "That's right. We all need to do what Gallagher says."
That's rude.
Oh, it was terrible. I was his guest. Why would you undermine the credibility of your guest? So I just sat there quietly and then left. But I wanted to just get up and leave, like I did to some these interviewers lately. I just stop. I just leave when these people. Everybody wants and degrade you.
Well, I don't want to. I haven't degraded you in any
That's
way,
why
have
I
I?
came
I've celebrated
over.
you.
Yeah,
and I'm sorry that Bill did that to you.
It's
So let's-
terrible,
Yeah.
but not like Bob Hope. I was about to turn America on. I was going to wear my elf hat on Christmas Eve on the Tonight Show, and Bob Hope decided that he wanted to promote his Christmas thing, and they booted me off, and it was going to change my life. It was at a point where I was saving the gas money to
Gallagher.
get to NBC to do this.
Gallagher.
The
Do you know it's
Tonight Show was a
2016? You're still pissed at Bob Hope? He's been dead for 30 years. For God's sakes, let it go.
When
Let
you
it
get
go.
old,
Let
you
it go.
look-
Let it go. Let it go.
Now
Yes.
is when you look back over your life and you look at the people all the time say, what was a wonderful thing that happened in your life or a critical thing? It happens all the time at cocktail parties. But now is when you do look back. How old are you?
I just turned 27.
No.
Oh, that's the first time you answered me today? Okay, I'm going to play something from the movie Frozen for you, okay?
All right.
For you and Bob Hope.
Okay.
Let it go. Let it go. Gallagher's here. ADD News coming up. Your call's coming up. Yeah, we want to hear from you.
591 Rock, 591 Roll.
Anyone want to party with Gallagher today? He wants someone to party with.
Can I do a news item?
You will have a you'll
Can I
have
do a news item now?
No, hang on, Gallagher. Yeah, just we'll be right back.
Hey, I'm April Rose, your loop rock girl, and for some reason, everything I say sounds dirty. But it's not. I fit in between your legs. I will go faster if you whip me. If you ride me for too long, you might walk funny. Okay, perverts, get your mind out of the gutter now and call Mancow 591-ROCK, 591-ROLL. It sounds dirty, but it's not.
Brent?
Yeah, Mancow. Love you show.
Okay, we got a hey Gallagher, we got a guy. Hang on, sir. He wants to do some LSD with you. Hang on, sir.
This is Mancow. Give him a fish, and he'll eat for a day. Teach him to fish, and he'll burn the entire lake down. It's the Mancow.
But God has a sense of humor. Talk about jokes. I have hair, then I don't have hair. Little joke on Gallagher. Didn't pick on the other animals. What other animal goes bald? The gorilla don't go bald. Then in a time, the essence of gorilla come up to God and said, I want her. God said, it's gonna cost you brains. So he got hair. Me, I get brains.
Enjoying the Mancow Morning Show podcast day? Call the show and win free stuff if you got the stones. Weekday mornings 5:30 to 9:30 on Chicago's classic rock station 97.9 The Loop.
So, Brent, what do you have in mind for you and Gallagher today?
Well, think about driving up there, and if he's serious about it, we're going to have a good time. Maybe go explore some nature.
I don't want you to drive into town. I got a car. I'll come out to you. Who wants to come into the
Because he wants to stay at your house, too.
Yeah, he'll stay at your house, too.
No, I just don't want you to have to come into the Loop.
Hey, we got an extra bed. He can stay here.
Nice! Take an extra bed.
It doesn't matter. I got a credit card. I can stay at the finest
But then you
hotel.
could get really high
Okay,
and not leave.
What kind of stuff do you have for him?
Some pretty damn clean LSD.
See, this is what being the Gallagher is all about. If you don't play these cards,
you're the Gallagher now?
I
You the
am.
Rock? You're the Gallagher?
That's right.
The ego.
40
Edge God
years.
out. EGO.
40
The
years.
Gallagher.
Hey.
I guess I'm the Mancow, aren't I?
Yeah.
All
You're
right.
you tell everybody how to spell it on the way into. I listened to you this morning.
No, because people say Mancow, C-A-L, or something, you know? Or
Yeah.
man bastard or something.
No. Now, who am I talking to? This is a fan of mine?
Brent in Valparaiso.
Absolutely,
You
Gallagher.
want him to come here. You don't. Valparaiso's nice. It's a drive for us.
Yeah, it's about an hour.
You let him come here.
No, I'll come to you.
Either way, Gallagher, I would be honored.
Okay, hang on. Will you take him over to the Culvers? That's where the first Culvers. That's where the first Culvers was. At least that's what I was told.
Tyler, get his info.
Yeah, get his info. Get his info. Let's go to Dib. Dib, hello.
Dib.
What's up?
What's up, Dib? You want to smoke?
Huh? No, oh no, I got the same thing the other caller had.
Which is LSD.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's always Tuesday.
Dude, do you
February in Chicago? I'm not going nowhere.
Dude, do you want to die? It seems like a death wish. You're like going off to whoever's house. You're going to do LSD.
Well, I don't think LSD hurts your heart. Isn't it all about your brain?
I can't wait to hear this audio on TMZ after Gallagher's found dead in Valparaiso.
But first he was raped.
I kind of
Dude,
like
you
that.
don't know these people.
This is the way to go. I mean, how do you want to die? From having a bun at the Starbucks? No.
No. I want to tell you something. The fact is,
I'm going to take a little of it.
I've actually thought about this because I had a weekend of craziness, and I thought, I'm okay. I'm okay dying like this. I don't want to live another 30 years and be sitting in some old folks' home.
I did most of it. I got to 70.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Who wants to be 80? I don't want to be 80.
My mom feels the same way. She wants to go out smoking and drinking.
Yeah. That's how to die. That's what to do. I can't believe I lasted this long.
She doesn't want to be 100 sitting in some place with a bunch of fat orderlies that hate her guts having to wipe her ass. She
I
doesn't want
hated
that.
my kids had to come and see whether I was still there because they put me in a coma and then they wake you up and then the kids have to see whether you
when was this?
remember anything.
When was this?
Well, when I had a heart attack in Texas recently.
Okay, so Gallagher's here and he's looking for people to do drugs with. I don't support this. Am I lying?
Why? Why not? I mean, why not?
Call us.
Why sit at your hotel by yourself and you've got fans that have drugs? Why? Why would you do this?
Makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
Why don't we ask for drugs more often? We're here every day.
Well, we
don't need to do it on special
But
occasions.
Al's looking for someone to do Lipitor with. Okay.
Yes, right, exactly.
I'm looking for someone to do Cialis with.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Monstrous psychedelic bubble. Monstrous psychedelic bubble. Monstrous psychedelic.
Hello?
Hey, is this the convenience store?
Yes.
Hey, I heard you might need some Peruvian marching powder.
Huh?
I heard you'd be interested in some bumps.
What's it?
A little bump?
Who's speaking, sir?
Hey, this is Marty.
Your name is Marty?
Yeah.
Oh, what problem? What do you need? Some
Hey, I heard you might need some booger sugar.
booger sugar?
Some nose candy?
No idea, buddy.
A little up snow?
Buddy, you come in here, all candies here. You know, no idea.
I heard you need a little Tudoruski.
You want candy or what are you talking something other?
Yeah, I love
Only
candy.
you waste my time, Marty.
I love candy.
Yeah, okay. No problem.
Nose candy,
If you want
yeah.
candy is many candy here.
Hey, I'm talking about up snow.
Up now?
Up snow.
Okay, up when you come here, check. Okay?
Hey, if it's in the drawer, it's in the snore.
Alright.
Hey, I should need some ass right now, but I'm trying to sell you some cocaine.
Maybe a call cops better than good for you.
Hey, Deb.
Yeah.
How much LSD do you have, man?
Enough for Gallagher for tonight. Or Tuesday.
Well, let me ask you this: do you have like a whole blotter?
Well, I mean, not too much. Under 5.
What I'm saying is, could you come in tomorrow at 5 a.m. and we'll all do the whole show? We'll do acid.
5 a.m. I mean, if it's for this special occurrence, sure.
I'll pay you, and I'll pay you for the acid.
I mean, I would be more than welcome to more than gracious to donate.
How about you, Simon Kirk from the band Bad Company?
Rock and roll, prostate health, metal.
Hell yes! Should we do it? Has that ever been done in Chicago radio?
It'll be our last show.
What a great one it'll be, though. I did record my experience. Timothy Leary, the Harvard doctor. Was he a chemist? What was it? What was his degree in?
Psychology.
Yeah, and he really believed in it.
He was doing his research to see what it would do, what it does, how it might have helped in psychopathic. You were discussing earlier.
What do you see when you're doing LSD? Because I did half a hit once under Timothy Leary's
nothing.
tutelage.
This is why people. It just makes you more of who you are. I'm a poet. I'm going to write more poems or work on.
Okay,
I'm writing 4 movies right now.
Doesn't it make you paranoid and you stay
No.
But wait a minute.
Then you're paranoid. It only makes you you.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds like
But
a
what's the
druggie.
difference between
It only
LSD
makes you you. Listen,
Yeah,
Gallagher.
mushrooms are similar.
Gallagher, so you're telling me that this listener from Valparaiso, or Deb, you still there?
Yeah.
Deb's in Chicago. I think I'd rather go get high in Chicago. But listen, you're telling me, so you're going to get really screwed up. You're going to get really effed up, right?
Yeah.
You're going to do LSD with one of your fans, one of our listeners.
Yeah.
And then you're going to sit and write poetry. You do sound like a party.
Well, I'm sorry. It is boring when I write, but then when I perform it,
that's what I would be like. It's Gallagher.
Hey, you want to hear my
writing
boob
poetry.
song? I've got a boob song that I think is fairly.
You just have to go to the
entertaining.
Avery Junkyard.
Okay.
I write comedy. It could be poems.
Okay, let me hear your boob poem.
I'm a rooter for the Hooters. I'm a fan of the gland. I'm just a knocker gawker. In other words, a man. I try to look girls in the eye, but that ain't who I am. I'm a cripple for the nipple and the part that don't get tiny. Little jigger gonna give me fits. I gotta stop.
Okay.
Bravo, Mr. Gallagher. I keep reading what's on my TV, making so the picture bounces. Playboy's all I read, and breast reduction I denounces. From the altar of the halter, that's where I seem to pray. You're lucky I'm not Superman. I'd never save the day. I'd be XXray looking through brassieres and bustiers. For my reincarnation, I'm coming back a uplift bra. I want to lug them jugs and be with women in the raw. I want to hug them haystacks, every little straw. I want to squeeze them double D's, because I'm the chief. Me, squeeze them squaw.
Nice! Yeah, I don't.
Now, they start out high and mighty, then in 90s nightly drop. Grandma says there's no sure sign hers will ever stop. Grandpa says they're in her middle, so they can't be called her top. They're the only perfect thing God ever made that flopped. Boom!
I don't think I want to get high with Gallagher.
Why? Well, so what?
Dude,
I
am so stoned right now. Hey, do you want to hear my poem about the spacewalk?
Well, I enjoy
now I've made him mad.
They're on my GallagherSmash.com.
You are moody. You are very moody.
So what? I didn't say I was a perfect person.
Okay.
I'm just Gallagher.
Ronda Rousey is 29 today.
Oh, wow.
And she's currently making the Roadhouse movie.
Right.
She's taking over the Patrick Swayze role. Yes. Really, what a stupid idea. Michael Phelps has been training for the Olympics. He showed up at an Oregon game wearing just a Speedo and his gold medals.
Yeah, to distract
the other team. That's hilarious. And it worked. A cop showed up at a party that was being loud, and all the women put money in his belt and everything, and he was getting pissed off. And then, as he was getting mad, a stripper showed up dressed as a cop.
Oh,
the women thought, okay, yeah. Garrett Morris is 79. His job now is older black stereotype on Two Broke Girls. It's awful. He was great.
Yeah,
he was great. Brandon Lee, I had the last conversation with him before he got shot to death.
Yeah.
I was on the phone with him. He was on the set of The Crow. They're calling me. I heard him call him. I got to go, and he was shot to death minutes later.
Wow.
Don Everly, the Everly brothers, 79 today. Bill Mooney, the kid from Lost in Space, and he wrote Fish Heads, and he was on Babylon 5. He's a good friend of mine and my family. He's having a birthday today. 4 years ago, Don Cornelius, no respect for this guy, blew his brains out. 28 years ago on this day, Heather O'Rourke. Anyone know who Heather O'Rourke is?
Heather O'Rourke was the girl from Poltergeist. She later was the girl on Happy Days.
She was 12 years old and died on this day. 28 years ago she died.
Wow.
The little girl there here.
Yeah.
Michael C. Hall, he is Dexter. He fought cancer. Everybody thought he was going to die. He's 45 today.
You see Dexter's coming back?
It is?
They're bringing it back.
Oh, I love that. Loved it.
Maybe they can fix the last couple of seasons.
I disagree with you. I loved it. Rick James, super freak, would have had a birthday today, but boy, did he love the crack. You don't do crack and meth and all that stuff, do you?
No, I only do LSD and I'm an old-timer hippie.
Gallagher is here. Hold on a minute. Eddie, you know a secret something? What, Eddie?
Years ago, I used to know, I know a secret entrance into the Navy Pier Garden. So my invitation is that I live in Chicago, and I'm pretty much unfiltered like Gallagher is. And by the way, this is my first time on the radio, so I'm pretty, nervous about this.
Dude, don't be nervous. You're a virgin, and I'm always gentle with virgins. Always have been.
I appreciate that. Just
okay, so you're telling me you want to do LSD with Gallagher, and then you have a secret entrance that you can get into Navy Pier, and you guys that sounds like a hell of an invitation. That does. Hang on, first time caller.
First-time caller, turn your radio down. No swearing allowed, speak clearly into the phone, and make mama proud.
Old-time wrestler Terry Funk, who was in Roadhouse, he's got to be kind of happy, right, that Ronda Rousey is remaking the movie he was in, Roadhouse?
You got to be kidding me. Ronda Rousey in the Roadhouse. They're making a remake, and I'm not in it, and she is. That's bull. She don't belong in there. I'd like to go ahead and get her in the goddamn ring. It wouldn't take me 10 rounds to kick.
Hey, I'm April Rose, your loop rock girl, and for some reason, everything I say sounds dirty. But it's not. I fit in between your legs. I will go faster if you whip me. If you ride me for too long, you might walk funny. Okay, perverts, get your mind out of the gutter now and call Mancow 591-ROCK, 591-ROLL.
Does he answer Al Roker Jr.?
But it's not.
I think it is. Wow. Wayne in Lincolnwood, what do you think? Wayne, I got to say hello to you on the air here. Yes, hi, what's up?
Oh, yes, I got the answer to that thing there.
Yes.
I think it's a mechanical bull.
A mechanical bull. No, sir. No, but you're very close. I mean, I think it's close. All right, if you know what it is, 9:15, call us and win. There's a homeless guy now in Detroit who takes credit cards. He has a credit card machine.
Wow.
He says, being homeless is my business.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
They never have a good sign. I always correct them. I help them with their sign.
Gallagher, what do you say?
I'd say it doesn't communicate clearly.
So do you have a recommendation?
Of course I do. I make them a new sign. Then their lettering is never good, and their grammar is terrible.
Wait a minute,
It's
Gallagher.
all about advertising, catching the eye. And
Wait a minute. You're telling me that's your gift to the homeless people is you'll redo their signs?
That's it. They don't get any money.
Well, what would you say on the...
I would help them. Well, they use too many words, and they're not printed easily. And
so what should the message be?
I also help businesses with their card and the name. If anybody out there has a business, when I'm ever at one of these conventions, I go to the booths and I tell them whether the name of their company is right, whether they chose the right font.
Wow.
And
what about our logo at the loop here?
What do you see when you come in here?
The loop all over?
What do you
think?
Change?
I kind of like it. It doesn't have a loop in the L, but there are O's.
Okay, so what's your critique of this program? Because you seem to have an opinion on everything.
Oh, I've loved this show. It's moved along. It was high. It was fast paced. It had a lot of topics.
It's not over yet. It's not over yet. So what would you say to the guy in Detroit? What should his sign say? What should a homeless man's sign say?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what he's wearing. I don't know what he's.
You got to get to know him.
Well, yeah. I don't. It sounds like he's wearing a suit and not really.
What about
clothes.
Vietnam vet? That always works, right?
Yeah,
Even if you're 20, that still works.
Could.
Yeah, it still works.
Could. I don't know whether they have one leg or.
Do you get upset when you see someone using a dog? You were the king of props. Do you think using a dog to help mooch is okay? It makes me feel sad for the dog.
I like the word mooch because it rhymes with pooch.
That's it, yes.
Right.
Should you use a pooch to mooch?
Yeah, people will give money for that. If things rhyme in America, they are a success. This is why the Smothers Brothers were a success. Why Evil
Smothers
Knievel,
Brothers doesn't.
Right?
Oh, yeah, Evil Knievel, yeah.
Evil Knievel,
yeah.
Betsy, Wetsy, all of these are...
Betsy, Wetsy, the doll that went to the bathroom.
All of them, Care Bears, they all are destined to be...
Anything that rhymes, we love. That's why we love rap music.
Why? Does it ever rhyme?
Gallagher's still looking for more people to party with. I really think this is the beginning of some movie, guys.
Hey,
let's
get a big party together, like on Wednesday.
Guys, I'm serious. I think we're all going to... I'm not kidding you.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be portrayed in a movie someday.
I want to blow up some rock and roll records, like what's his name did with the disco.
Gallagher's final days.
Gallagher, no, guys, I'm telling you what's happened here. Gallagher, this is where he worked his first job.
Yeah.
Okay, Gallagher's come home to die.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Like the elephant burial ground. But I need to meet with Oprah and get her hip on this. The great thing about my idea is in the corner bedrooms, Grandma gets to read bedtime stories to her grandchildren.
He wants to have a hall for family reunions in every city.
And so we put a little fence around it so when the kids drop off, they don't drop off of the bed.
Okay.
And you bring their kids.
Bed with a fence. Gallagher, wait a minute.
It's called 40 Doors. Isn't that a good name?
Do you know I've been doing this show for a long time, and no one has ever gotten on the air and said, I want to do LSD with your listeners. I want to do heavy drugs with your listeners. And you're willing to drive an hour away? Yeah, I'll come out and see you. Wow.
Yeah, I don't want him to have to come downtown.
It is a hassle.
Yeah.
Getting into the city is a hassle.
I love my fans. Like I don't need my brother, my family. I've got people who love me.
Anyone else want to party? And listen, I do have a room for you. I'm serious. You're welcome to crash at my pad.
Yeah.
But I have children, so you have to behave yourself.
That's not comfortable. I'm going to go.
I understand. But you can't. You just couldn't walk around with your pants off and stuff.
Well, I don't do that, but
your pants are off right now, Gallagher.
No, they're not.
Have you come here to die? Seriously?
No, I can't.
Do you know how dangerous this is? Do you know what kind of people listen to this show? There's outlaws that listen to this show, friend.
I'm hoping.
9:20 at the Loop. I'm telling you, this is going to be a movie someday. We don't know it. Gallagher's come here to die. There's some deal where he's got a lot of insurance and he's trying to get killed. Something is going on.
Never need to teach, so I'll lead you. Sing along. Thou shalt not, if it ain't a thing you bought, and thou shalt not, in case you just forgot. Thou shalt not.
I think he's on LSD
so
right
like
now.
A whole lot, and no one but your God. So you take what you now got. What's written on them tablets from up on that mountain
9:23 at the Loop.
Thou shalt not go home with way more than you brought, until them 10 commandments are rewritten or repealed. Thou shalt not. Better ever never steal. Here's the deal. How
you know we're on now. Okay, Gallagher.
I need a studio. I need LSD and recording equipment.
Okay,
well, you got it.
Enough's enough studio. We'll send him over. Can you?
Chips enough. Chips enough studio.
Can't I record
he
here?
doesn't.
Can't I record here? Just go in there and
do tons of acid, and I hope to hear you on the Tim Virgin show. This will be great. You'll stay on with Pike. We'll keep him here. Okay.
Nice.
Now, see, I want to tell you something. If this was my radio station, and it's not, if this was I would get him all the LSD once. I'd have him on every show for the next 2 days until he dies in our studio.
Absolutely.
Look, if you just got people to invest in your radio station, go public, buy stock. You could have your own.
Brother, our stock is 23 cents right now, and I'm not kidding. Cumulus Media, our stock is 23 cents. So I could either.
Why'd you say our? Like you're involved.
Well, no.
You said it's not your station.
It's not.
I'm going to get you your station.
What I'm telling you is, I can either have a cup of coffee today at Starbucks or buy this radio station. All right, if you know what the answer
Are we
is,
syndicated? Isn't the whole nation finding out about this?
Yes, Tom, hello. Tom.
Yeah, Mancow, I love your show.
Hey, brother, do you have LSD for Gallagher?
No, I don't have any, man.
Okay, what's up, pal?
I got the answer. The answer is bicycle.
Bicycle, you're very close. Sounds dirty, but it's not. You know the answer, call and win.
Some things that irritate Kanye West.
Megyn Kelly.
Some things that irritate Kanye West.
People who say how funny he is with Kevin Hart in Ride Along.
Some things that irritate Kanye West.
His own singing voice before auto-tune.
Some things that irritate Kanye West.
Mancow has supplanted Kim's rear as the most popular ass in Chicago.
Hey, I'm April Rose, your loop rock girl, and for some reason, everything I say sounds dirty. But it's not. I fit in between your legs. I will go faster if you whip me. If you ride me for too long, you might walk funny. Okay, perverts, get your mind out of the gutter now and call Mancow 591-ROCK, 591-ROLL. It sounds dirty, but it's not.
Can I tell you what we ought to do?
Yes.
This guy is a death wish.
I do not. I'm going to survive this.
Here's what we'll do, Gallagher, okay?
What?
We will set up a home for you in that studio right there.
Yeah.
And we will keep a mic in front of you until you die.
Okay.
And give you all the drugs you need.
I want to
keep you
read my
powered up.
poems to everybody.
Oh, now that's a deal breaker.
Why? They'll love them. What am I supposed to do online? Just take phone calls?
Do you think that you driving off and doing LSD with a guy that you talked to for 15 seconds on this show, I'll get you his number, but do you think that's safe?
I sell tickets to people to come to my show. Are you going to say that I should be suspicious of them? He loves me. He wants me to come over. He's an American. We're both Americans.
USA! USA! USA!
Hell yeah, man! I don't know if he's a Cubs fan or Sox
Well, that's a deal
fan.
breaker.
What if he's a sodomy and cutting fan?
I'll turn around and
I'll turn around.
I can go somewhere else. It's amazing how many people are my fans. It's out there. It's a resource.
We all are.
It's what
we all are.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I'm not going to Kathy's house.
You're welcome to.
Oh, her boyfriend's jealous of everything.
He's out of town right now.
He's out of town right
Wait a minute.
now.
Wait a minute.
Damn.
Wait a minute.
Well, we just found a spot for you to sleep.
Wait a minute. Right here on the goatee. You can listen.
I have a movie I'm writing for Jennifer Lopez, and I need to discuss strong women.
Yeah.
And I think we would have a wonderful talk in front of the fireplace. Do you have a fireplace?
We don't have a fireplace.
Okay.
Well, we'll get one.
So isn't it funny? The boyfriend who's jealous of everything is out of town, and she's never looked better, guys. Have you noticed how hot she looks today?
Ho ho!
Oh.
Well, she knew Gallagher was coming in.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, sure.
That's her
No,
childhood
really.
crush.
I would rent his videos all the time when I was 7, 8 years old. Like, this is a very big deal for me.
Me
She's
too.
writing a Beyonce movie, too, for her and Jay-Z.
Yeah, I'm writing a Beyonce movie,
It's
too. Can I
called
come over?
Anhedowana. Don't we have people that look stuff up on the internet? Look up Anhedowana. It's the first person who was ever credited with being an author, and it was a woman. And she was in Acadia. Her father was the king of Acadia, which is where the Peshmerga are at the top of the Tigris and Euphrates River. And they beat the crap out of the Sumerians who invented language.
That sounds like something Beyonce would really be into.
Oh, she's going to wear a dancing ching-ching outfit and twirl.
Luke!
Yes, sir.
Do you want Gallagher to come to your house and flop? I mean flop, like I didn't mean that like a joke flop.
I
meant
like to
like
sleep on
You mean
couches.
squat.
I would love it, but
when you go over to someone's house, it's called you flop there. That's what it's called.
Crash.
Crash, flop, crash, okay.
Well, squatting means you don't leave, though. So maybe he could squat.
So can you believe that? I invited him to the Mancow Castle, and he said no because I have children.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
He's being
That's
responsible.
very
What
respectful.
are you
I'm
showing me?
you my American Express. I can go to any place I want.
Does it say Gallagher on it only?
No.
Because
it's got
Mr.
my
T showed
name.
us his. It just
It's got
said
my
Mr.
name.
T.
Okay.
Hey, you want to see?
Here, Gallagher, this guy's trying to get a picture of you. Will you look through there? Look through the studio window.
He's taking a selfie through the studio window.
Gallagher just hit his head on the glass.
He thought it was a window.
I married the amazing Jonathan, the comedian, and I used his address on my license out of Vegas.
Really?
Your name is Leo Gallagher?
Yeah, and look at my birthday. I'm a Leo. You've never met a Capricorn who was named Capricorn.
Brother, you were born in 1927? You look great, man.
I know it. But that's why I want to do this reality show about marrying people.
He's out of his mind. Gallagher.
I am not out of my mind.
You're
I'm
insane.
exactly on the mark.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I am.
Full of ideas.
I am.
Gallagher. Work with the LSD. Work with the drugs. Work with the Mancow.
It'll just make me more of who I am.
Focus, Gallagher. We've thoroughly enjoyed having you. Be well, be blessed, be safe with these
This has been more
these
than
Loop
a
listeners.
thrill for me. This has been an inconvenience. You know, people say cleanliness is next to godliness. I looked it up in the dictionary. Goggles is next to godliness. Cleanliness is next to claustrophobia and cleavage. But people also say to eat before you go to the grocery store. That way you don't buy so much. Well, that don't work with the liquor store. You go there drunk, you buy everything they got. I want all the vampires out there to quit chasing Christians. If you'll chase Jews, they won't have a cross. I want all you lovers to be fair. Let the other one sleep in the wet spot half of the night. And I want you parents to remember children who have a well-balanced breakfast before school are the only ones who throw up in gym class. An eminent Chicago physician has solved the overcrowding problem in his hospital by instructing his staff to use anal instead of oral thermometers to increase patient turnover. Hey! Oh. I'm out of here.
Thank you. Gallagher.
Yes!
Woo!
Luke!
Yeah.
Luke, yes.
Hey, I got the sound 30.
Yes.
Is it a horse?
It's a horse, brother.
Oh, yay!
It's a horse.
This has been the Mancow Morning Show podcast. You can actually be part of this cluster by calling the show when it's live. Weekday mornings 5:30 to 9:30 on 97.9 The Loop.